hockey. Tonight it's the Thrashers in the final game for both teams before the break. Hi there, I'm Deb Kaufman, and this is the final game for everyone. The NHL All-Star festivities will begin tomorrow night in Toronto. And right now, the Rangers are in the 7th spot in the Eastern Conference playoff race, and they would really like 2 more points to add to their total of 54 before this All-Star break hits. So they are in the 7th spot. The Penguins are in the A spot, but the Bruins are just 1 point back, and then Buffalo now has Dominik Hasek back. And there are a lot of key matchups tonight among all these teams, including these underway. And look at the Bruins already have a 2-0 lead in that game. But it's the Atlanta Thrashers tonight. A sandwich game. They're sandwiched in between 3 games against the Devils. For more on that, we go upstairs to our guys who will call it, Sam Rosen and John Davidson.
Thanks very much, Deb. Good evening, everyone. And they forgot to tell the NFL the Super Bowl should have been played this week. Weather is great, sunny and 60 degrees.
And the other little point is Dominik Hasek is not playing tonight for Buffalo. He's a healthy scratch in that game.
Okay, as for tonight, 4th meeting of the season between the Rangers and Thrashers. And in the first 3, the Rangers got the fast start, jumped all over the Thrashers, and coasted home.
Yeah, this will be the last time these two teams will meet this season. And the Rangers' last 11 first periods, they've outscored their opposition 19-7. And when you think of the 3 games with the Thrashers, there you see Fleury getting the first goal. That was a 4-1 Rangers win. The next 2, the Rangers won 6-3 and 6-3. Olavich there getting the backhand goal to get the Rangers going. Here's Tim Taylor working like crazy to find John McLean. He'll score. So you just get the sense, boy, these guys got it going. Now, last week here in this building in Atlanta, that was Vita Hall getting the goal. There's Peter Nedved scoring. Nedved had a hat trick in that game. So the Rangers come out of the gate, roar to the good leads, and then they've been able to get the best of Atlanta because of the good starts.
Well, the Thrashers are concerned about that. They're aware of it. They're aware how well the Rangers have played against them. I spoke with the head coach, Kurt Fraser, before tonight's game, asked him what they plan to do to change things in the first period.
Well, we've really focused on that for sure, all day. Ever since we played the first game against them, they come out of the gate. They got speed and skill to spare. And if you get caught flat-footed or watching these guys, you're going to be in lots of problems. Tonight we got to make sure we come out and match their intensity, try and match their work ethic right away, because they get off to a good start against most teams. But most importantly, we got to be physical. We got to make sure we finish our checks and slow them down.
Head coach Kurt Fraser was a physical player. He wants to slow down the Rangers' speed by being physical. The Rangers' speed to the outside really hurt the Tampa defense. So we'll see if the Rangers get their speed going here.
Coming off the loss last night, the Rangers need these 2 points badly in the race for a playoff position. So Mike Richter is right back in goal.
I think when you get to a break for the All-Star game, if you're in a playoff position, it makes you subconsciously feel better about the way your season is going. Now, Richter's been playing a lot. We can see 33 of the last 35 games he's been in. Physically, he's always strong. Mentally, he's had a great season. He's let in very few soft goals, Sam. And with Kirk McLean, who played well last time the Rangers were here in Atlanta, he hasn't had much chance to practice. The Rangers have been playing games, traveling, not practicing, so I think they just wanted to go right back with Richter. He's been playing so well.
We spoke with the head coach, John Muckler, just moments ago and asked him about his thinking in putting Mike Richter right back in nets tonight.
Well, I really never had any second thoughts. I feel that he deserves to play. We're off for 3 days. We don't play Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. We haven't practiced. I think we've had 1 practice in the last 2 weeks, so we've been able to rest him in between games. And he likes to do that. He thinks that's sufficient enough time to rest, and he wants to play. And I think he's very capable of playing tonight. I don't think it's going to hurt him at all because we don't play again until Tuesday. So he is going to play in the All-Star game, but that's a fun game. It's not a pressure game, and he'll play 1 period in that game, and then they'll have the skills contest, and he'll be able to relax and have some fun. So he'll be ready to go against Jersey.
Okay, so the Rangers, who need the 2 points, go after a sweep of the season series with the Atlanta Thrashers. Will be set to go in just a moment. Back at Phillips Arena in Atlanta, getting set for the Rangers and the Atlanta Thrashers. The Thrashers played last night in Dallas and lost 2-1 to the Dallas Stars. There's Mike Richter in goal. 7-3 in his last 10. 2 games under the 500 mark overall. Across the way is Scott Langkow. Previously with the Phoenix Coyotes, played 5 games in their system, was acquired for a draft pick prior to the start of this season. They spent most of this season in the International League. Just called up with Scott Fankhauser out with an injury. 2 referees tonight. That is Mark Fawcett. Blaine Angus is the other referee. There he is. Andy McElman is one of the linesmen. Closed captioning provided by the New York Marriott Marquis, Broadway's biggest hit.
And it's interesting, the Rangers start Alexander Daig at center ice. He got benched for a good portion of the game last night. The staff talked to Alex just prior to game time, so we'll see how he reacts here. He needs a good, solid 60-minute game involved with the puck and away from the puck.
Daig, Kamensky, McLean, Schneider, and Lefebvre open up for the Rangers. Denny Lambert, number 27, battling Schneider behind the Rangers net. Lambert trying to put it out in front was blocked.
Did you see Trombley, the defenseman? He was right in front of the net, so Atlanta comes out. First 30 seconds, send the D right to the net looking for offense.
Ray Ferraro, number 21, Denny Lambert, number 27, Andrew Brunette, number 15, and on defense, Daryl Shannon, number 8, and Yannick Tremblay, number 38. Richter fires it around the boards. Brunette is there to stop it. Kamensky reaching in, is knocked loose. Ferraro centers, tipped away by Schneider. Chance in front was played into the corner, and McLean's got it. Good first shift for the Thrashers.
And Lambert's the rugged guy, the tough guy for the Thrashers. He did not play the last time the Rangers were here.
Kamensky with a shot deflected by Lambert. Yeah. Stick broken on the play as Kamensky made a great move around Yannick Tremblay to get into shooting position.
And when he went around Tremblay, the defenseman, what it did was open up the ice, and the only player back was Lambert, and he's a forward. Now here's Daig moving the puck nicely. Now watch Kamensky making the move. That gets rid of the defenseman. Now the ice opens up. Lambert is there. And Kamensky with the big wind-up. Took too much time. And Lambert did a nice job. Now here's the puck deep in the Rangers zone. That is Tremblay. Now he's the defenseman. Ray Ferraro covers up for him. He did a good job in that respect. But boy, they're going for it early. The Thrashers.
2 checks go at one another. Peter Nedved for the Rangers. Patrick Stefan, the first pick overall for the Thrashers. Rangers have Pilon and Hatcher on defense. Nedved, Halavich, and Dvorak up front. The former Ranger Maxim Galanov, number 33. Gord Murphy, number 5 on defense for Atlanta. Number 16, Kelly Buchberger up front with Nelson Emerson, number 19, and Patrick Stefan, number 13.
The last time the Rangers were here, Stefan did not finish the game. He left in the 3rd period because of a groin pull, a muscle pull, and couldn't finish the game. He's their number 1 draft choice.
He pokes it ahead, gets by Pilon, plays in the corner, stopped by Hatcher. Stefan keeps it alive. Hatcher staying with him. Stefan trying to work his way out in front. He got whacked by Hatcher.
Yeah, up high across the arm. That was a pretty good smack.
Pass misconnection. Murphy plays it. Pass blocked, taken by Nedved. Got to wait for Halavich to get onside. Did not. And back the other way, Peter Buzek. Buzek, number 2, moves in and shoots it. Blocked. Good play by Pilon. And he was able to clear as well.
Well, what a battle. Nedved and Buchberger. They went after each other way back behind the play.
Buzek, number 2, will be the all-star representative for the Thrashers. He's out of the Dallas Stars organization. He too from the Czech Republic. Plays it to former Ranger Chris Tamer. Buzek check there. Rangers have York, Graves, and Fleury on with Kinkal and Janssen. York behind the net. York give it away to Tamer. His pass was tipped. Matt Johnson, number 17, gets there for Atlanta. Sends it around the boards. Johan Garpenlov, number 29. Andreas Karlsson, number 24.
Not quite 3 minutes in, and of the previous 3 games into this one, the 4th one between the 2 teams, this is the best Atlanta has looked early. Much more intense and battling, and they're handling the Rangers' speed so far.
Done a good job putting the puck deep in the Rangers' zone. Matt Johnson trying to force his way out in front, was denied. Graves able to clear the zone. 3 minutes into the first period, no score in the game. Janssen for Fleury off his stick, and Daryl Shannon plays the puck. Rangers' 4th line is coming on the ice. Eric Lacroix is already on. Now Tim Taylor joins, as does Mike Knuble. Rangers lineup has stayed the same. Healthy scratches, Manny Malhotra and Jason Doig, who are with the team. Brian Leach and Darren Langen are back in New York. Poked ahead by Taylor. Shannon stopped it. It's cleared out by Per Svartbadet. Svartbadet, number 39. On with Jason Botterill, number 18. Ed Ward, number 42. Play behind the net. Ward is there. Gets knocked down. Penalty on Matthew Schneider. Schneider hit him from behind. Chance out in front was blocked by Lefebvre. Svartbadet, number 39. Pushing and shoving with Lacroix. Ed Ward is involved with Matthew Schneider.
It's a boarding call, I believe, against Schneider. Matthew Schneider said earlier in his career he played a mean brand of hockey. He said he got away from that for a few years, and now he's back being nasty, and he feels he plays better because of it. But you at times take penalties. And we'll see here, as the puck moves around, Ward has his back to him, and he gets driven into the boards. It's a good call. Ward was in a position where he couldn't defend himself. Schneider boarded him from behind. The call's made. Now, this was back behind the play once the puck is moved up ice, and Buckberger goes right to Nedved. Here's the intimidation of Buckberger, and Nedved puts a stick right up on Buckberger. No penalties. Peter Nedved hasn't backed down to people. This is a good ISO away from the puck. Buckberger's a captain. Last night in Dallas, he played against Modano a lot, and in this game, he starts against Nedved, and you can see Atlanta's much hungrier earlier in the game than we saw in the last few outings against this club.
Schneider for boarding at 3:45. Thrashers on the power play. Rangers penalty killing perfect over the last 3 games, 10 for 10, and perfect in 9 of their last 12 games. Taylor, McLean, Lefebvre, and Quintal, the penalty killers. Yannick Tremblay with Daryl Shannon playing the points. Ray Ferraro, Andrew Brunette, the leading point scorer on the power play, and Denny Lambert on the power play for Atlanta.
Brunette in deep. Watch Lambert in front of Richter if Atlanta sets up, and Tremblay, the defenseman, will move in a lot. He won't stay back on the blue line. He'll float around like a rover.
Ferraro is tripped up by McLean. Puck taken back by McLean, and Taylor and Shannon getting involved. The linesman is in between them.
Wow.
They want to get at one another badly. Look at this.
Well, Shannon was taking a penalty, and then Taylor got mad, and the linesman jumped in. Taylor was going to throw them with his left hand. Shannon was going to throw him with his right hand. He's hot. But the linesman jumped in there and separated the two before the scrap started. Original penalty was to that man, Shannon, as the referee was right there along the boards. Now, whether or not it gets evened up, I don't know.
Shannon's cut on the bridge of the nose.
I don't know, Sam. I don't know if that's from last night. I don't know if it's from tonight, or I don't know if it happened here, or if he got ticked off, and maybe, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's mad about that. See the linesman. Now, I don't know if that happened before the play or after the little shoving started.
Well, Taylor is in the penalty box, so is Shannon. We'll check out the penalties in a moment. Here's what happened.
Taylor and Shannon met up there. Nothing much has happened yet. And they got up. Taylor goes back, and right here they go after each other. Oh, the elbow by Taylor.
Whoa, yeah.
And the reaction by Shannon. The referee did not see at all the original elbow from Taylor. He did see the reaction punch from Shannon. And you'll see Taylor get up here, and as he meets up with Shannon, he's going to end up throwing his elbow right up into Shannon's face. Boom. Shannon turned around, punched him. And that's what was seen by the referee.
Yeah. And there goes Shannon, and here comes Taylor leading with the elbow.
Yeah. And then Shannon got mad, so there was action-reaction there. And Taylor started throwing with his left hand. So I don't know what is going to be called. It looks like it's even up on the ice. So the Atlanta club got the additional penalty. That's a break for the Rangers.
Yes. And the Atlanta bench was upset. Mark Fawcett had to go over and talk to head coach Kurt Fraser. Skating 4 aside now as the penalty is wiped out. Taylor 2 minutes for roughing. And Daryl Shannon gets 4 minutes. Rangers have Pilon with Hatcher, Graves, and Fleury. Along the boards, Patrick Stefan was tied up by Hatcher. Fleury's got the puck, pressured by Nelson Emerson. Dropped it back for Hatcher. No score in the game. With nearly 5 minutes gone by in the first period. Pilon having trouble. Thrashers have done a good job on the forecheck so far in the game. The Rangers have had trouble getting up the ice. Now they move across. Fleury's got the puck looking for a man. Off the boards to Quintal. Quintal checked by Nelson Emerson.
Now the theme of the Thrashers' play has been much better defensively. Much better defensively. Their offense hasn't been there, but they hang around in games now because they don't let the other team score.
Here comes Patrick Stefan to the puck. Quintal checking him. Got the stick in the midsection. Emerson saved by Richter, and the next one goes in. Nelson Emerson robbed on the first one, puts in the rebound, and the Thrashers have a 1-0 lead. And the first time they have had a lead on the New York Rangers this season.
Goal number 10 for Emerson on the season. He and Stefan were the two players playing up front with 4-on-4 action. There's Stefan on the puck, changes speeds, and got the puck to the front. Both D are on that side of the ice. The puck goes through them, and that left Emerson wide open and all alone so he could finish up the play by trying to score on the rebound, which he did. Now you're going to see Stefan, when he goes behind the net, that's him. When he goes behind the net, watch him slow down, and then take off. Now both defensemen are over there. Man's wide open. Emerson's able to get his own rebound and not get knocked down and able to beat Mike Richter. Rangers do not have their speed skating legs going here early in the first period.
Want to make your phone call now?
Call the cops. Somebody stole their legs.
Legs aren't here. Rangers are here, but no legs to this point.
Oh, baby.
5:34, time of the goal for Nelson Emerson. Continue to skate 4 aside.
Rangers have not registered a shot yet, have they?
No.
Almost 6 minutes in.
Dvorak and Nedved on with Lefebvre and Hatcher for the Rangers. Garpenlov with Carlson, Tremblay, and Tamer for Atlanta.
Stefan made a nice play on the goal, didn't he, Sam, with his change of speed?
In deep is Kevin Hatcher. Working against Chris Tamer. Lost control. Tremblay hooked by Hatcher. Puck up the boards. Rangers have the extra man on for a few seconds as Matthew Schneider is back on. 12 seconds to go on the extra penalty to Darryl Shannon. Shannon's penalties, along with Tim Taylor, were at 4:21. Emerson from Stefan and Murphy at 5:34. There's the first shot, and Lankow makes a glove save.
Yeah, it's just a smart little save, and he held on to calm things down in his own zone. The Thrashers back to even strength, and they have the only goal here in the first period. Now look at Patrick Stefan. Let's watch how he changes his speed once he tracks down the puck. It's 4-on-4. He's looked 3 times, and now he speeds up, gets away from Kittel, draws Janssen over, so he had both defensemen with him, and fed Emerson in front, who scored on the rebound after Mike Richter made a nice save.
4 goals, 17 assists, 21 points for Patrick Stefan, 19 years of age, and this is rookie season.
And they're
in the
playing
NHL.
him head-to-head, his second shift now against Peter Nedved. So that's the matchup for Nedved in this one.
Teams are at full strength on the ice. Nelson Emerson goes cross corner. Buchberger through the puck. Bangs it around the boards. Emerson is there to play it. Fires it across. Knocked down by Schneider. Drops it back to Lefebvre.
Buchberger usually plays center ice, but they've got him on the wing for this game with Stefan, and he's going to be out there to protect Stefan too.
Nedved fires toward the net all the way through. Dvorak was in front against Galanov. Matthew Schneider back to Lefebvre. Off the leg of Nedved, driven down by Murphy. This will be an icing on Atlanta. Schneider comes back and touches up. A little over 7 minutes gone by in the first period. One-time Florida Panther, Gord Murphy.
Sam, and looking at this building, it's a brand new gorgeous building. Stefan's their #1 pick. See those stanchions there? Those silver stanchions?
Yes.
That's the end zones. They don't use the seamless glass in the end zones. They use it on the sides, but not the end zones. And I think some of it has to do with their star player. Their #1 draft choice is Patrick Stefan.
Who's been prone
He's
to
had problems
concussions.
with concussions,
Yeah.
so they're nervous about him getting hit into that big, ugly, gorgeous seamless glass that's heavy and doesn't move, and it creates, if you get hit into it hard enough, a head injury. So they've stayed away from that here because of it.
Peter Buzek off the boards and out of the zone, chased down by Kevin Hatcher. Hatcher is pressured on the play by Ray Ferraro. Kamensky works it out of the zone. Ferraro takes it back. Avoids a hit attempt at Pilon. Drops it off for Buzek, who shoots, saved by Richter, and he holds on.
And Lambert goes at it with Hatcher a little bit. A much more spirited Atlanta team than we've seen recently. Ferraro dodged the check by Richie Pilon right at the blue line. And when that happened, it opened up the ice some. That's when the puck finally was moved over to Buzak, who's going to play in the All-Star game. And he had the good shot that Mike Richter held onto. There's Ferraro. Watch him pick up the puck. He'll find it, and he'll head towards the Rangers' blue line. And whoa, right there, Pilon went flying by him. Man, he just missed him. And then you can see how Ferraro was able to set up the shot. Hatcher had 2 men in front, and one of them, the very aggressive Lambert. The
always vocal, Ray Ferraro sits down with the physical player, Denny Lambert.
Lambert did not play the last time
No.
the Rangers were here, and you can see he adds a little spice to the game, doesn't he?
And his wife expecting twin boys early in March, and Denny is excited. He can't wait to get him on the ice to start playing hockey with him.
Going to be born in March. He wants him on the ice already?
Right. He wants to get on the ice, so he can't wait.
When does he want him signed?
Nice pass from Garfilov to Carlson, who shot it wide. Big hit by Pilon on Carlson.
That hurt
Carlson shaken up.
His right arm, it could be a shoulder.
Tamer's shot was blocked by Kamensky. McLean leads Day, gets off his stick, and Tamer sends it the other way.
Carlson just got to the bench. He was bent over at the waist. It's his right side, probably. There's a chance it's his right shoulder. Boy, did Pilon catch him. Good, clean, hard hit as Pilon is trying to get the Rangers going here. And there's Carlson, who's playing center ice. Now he goes to the back and into the locker room to be checked on. Carlson in behind the net. Pilon cuts him off, and boom. And it was actually Pilon's body on the right shoulder of Carlson. Carlson's left side hit the glass. His right side is what met up with Pilon. Pilon timed it beautifully. There's the, oh gosh,
Big
it's an accordion type hit. And so Carlson and the Thrashers down to centerman.
Along the boards, Graves and Janssen digging against Ed Ward. Ward trying to move it. Now York steps in and takes the puck away. Here's Fleury coming down. Slides it in front right through. Good job by Galanov on Graves in front. And it's cleared out of the zone. 11:25 to go in the first. 1-0 Thrashers leading it. Puck off the boards. Tremblay plays it across to Galanov. Back the other way. Past Per Svartvadet. Svartvadet, first-year player out of Sweden. Svartvadet, number 39. Puck taken away by Graves, and Graves was hit by Ed Ward. Galanov sends it back in. Past Richter. Ward hit by Graves. Svartvadet checked by fellow Swede Kim Janssen. Taken by Jason Botterill. Out to Buzek. Fanned on it. Missed the shot. Out comes Fleury with Graves. Joined by York. And it's blocked at the line by Buzek and sent the other way. Jason Botterill moves in on Lefebvre. Dropped it off to Per Svartvadet. He took himself offside on the play.
Buzek's a young player, and he fanned on the slap shot. Got himself and his team in trouble, but he came back and made the good play at the Thrashers blue line. So he didn't panic. He got himself back in a good position, broke up the play, and then after making the mistake, made the good play.
He just returned from an injury last night. This is only his second game back.
Yeah, his groin injury. He's got a little smile on his face. Probably getting ribbed at the bench for the fan on the slap shot. He's over here, number 2. You'll see him fan on the play to watch him not panic and get back. He looks like a real good skater for a young player. He cuts across. He keeps his gap tight. And there, he reaches out, breaks the play up. Nice job.
Any good lines that the players would use on the bench, Adam? Or any that you can say on the air?
I know nothing. I see nothing. I hear nothing.
Up the board, puck blocked by Tim Taylor.
Yeah, I know what I would have said.
Yeah?
Hey, Peter looked like Sam Rosen on the tee box.
Thank you very much. Played ahead, and Schneider is going at it with Lambert.
Schneider and Pilon played nasty here.
Shot by Ferraro goes wide, just missed the post. Tamer swings it down the boards. Lambert wrapped up by Lefebvre. Puck pops loose. Schneider goes for it, and a penalty on Knuble. He picked off Andrew Brunette, got called for interference.
Yeah, the Rangers ended up with 3 players back in the corner, only 2 Thrashers, and Knuble picked off his man. It'll be interference. Well, Mike Knuble tries to help his teammates out. See Lefebvre take Lambert. The puck will be loose to the left side. Knuble now will get position on Brunette. There he picks him off as Schneider took the puck. Good call. That's an interference play. And last time these guys had a power play, Shannon took the penalty and it killed the power play.
Great shot from the point. Saved by Richter. Puck loose. Rebound. Score! Ray Ferraro. Face-off win for the Thrashers. The point shot not controlled by Mike Richter. And it's 2-0 Atlanta. And the Rangers have some trouble here.
Well, they better start skating for one. Goal number 13 for Ferraro. He helped win the face-off. It was a wrist shot from the point. Lots of traffic. The shot got through, and Ferraro was able to slide the rebound in. Not even a hard shot. There's a face-off win with a little help from Nelson Emerson. Here's Tremblay's wrist shot. On goal, and you see 2 different players get there, including Ferraro, who scores on the backhand. and it's 2-0 in favor of Atlanta. Sam, to this point, and we're just past the midpoint of the first period. Now there's the play where Carlson got hurt.
Yeah.
We're past the midpoint of the period. The Rangers have had one wrist shot by Nedved on goal, and that was kind of a lazy wrist shot. Other than that, Zippo. One other attempted shot that was blocked. Remember the shot by Kamensky? The Rangers have got to pick up their intensity. This Atlanta team played in Dallas last night. They got back to Atlanta later than the Rangers did.
Hip check. Oh, broken glass. Watch out. The big hip check on Dvorak by Murphy. Those are former teammates in Florida, so there's no animosity between them. But Murphy hip checked Dvorak. He went flying into the glass. The glass is shattered. And we've got a timeout here for cleanup.
We've already got the crew running on the ice. There's 4 of them on the ice already to help clean it up. I don't know if something like a skate or a stick smacked the glass at the time of the hip check, that something must have caught the glass and just created and found an imperfection. Let's see now. Here comes a hip check by Murphy on Dvorak. Nothing's hit the glass yet. Oh, there, skate. See that?
Yes.
Skated Dvorak. Whoa, he got showered more than the people on the outside of the ice surface. Wow.
How dangerous is that? We'll step out for a moment as the cleanup continues. The cleanup continues here at Phillips Arena. The Thrashers leading 2-0 with 9:22 remaining in the first period. Here it is again, John.
It was a good hip check here. You don't see it much anymore.
No.
And Dvorak's skate was what caught the glass. The sharpness of the skate created quite a mess down there. The fans seem to love it. Boy, Dvorak just got showered. Murphy said something to him after, too. There's the hit, a good one. Look at the skate bang. And here comes the glass. It just showers all over top of Dvorak.
The two of them are teammates from Florida, John, so
Murphy comes back. He'll turn around here, and I'm not sure. Emerson says something, and then Murph says something.
He says, are you okay? Yeah. Murphy said, are you okay?
Pretty good reading lips from all the way up here. Here's the face-off win by Emerson helping out Ferraro, and then Ferraro goes to the net, and he'll find the rebound after Brunette was there, and he's able to slide it underneath everybody. And so far, Atlanta, they deserve their 2-0 lead. They have played well. They've only given up one wrist shot. They've only had 4 themselves as far as shots go, but they deserve the lead. They're skating better, and here comes the new piece, and those things are heavy.
Ferraro got the goal as 13th from Brunette and Tremblay at 10:08. Don't forget, we have the Dodge Different Hat giveaway coming up for all fans at the Bruins-Rangers game a week from Friday night, February 11th. Will receive a hat courtesy of Dodge. So come on out to Madison Square Garden for the Rangers and the Bruins Friday night, February 11th.
You know, this may help the Rangers regroup here, Sam. The Thrashers had everything going for them. They were controlling the tempo of the game, 2-0 lead. And now the Rangers can maybe sit there and reflect on what's gone on. By the way, did you hear that news today in Boston? Joe Murphy?
Joe Murphy suspended.
Yeah.
For insubordination.
Had to look that one up in the dictionary. He and Pat Burns, they had a game up in Ottawa the other night, and Pat Burns and Joe Murphy got into it on the bench. The problem is one's a player, one's a coach. And Murphy never finished the game, never came back for the second half of the game. And they had quite a little battle from what I've been told. And if the player doesn't have respect for the coach, he shouldn't play.
Joe Murphy is a strange dude.
Yeah, John. He's a different breed, isn't he? Maybe he's out there looking for his skates and sticks in the Boston Harbor.
Good coaching staff there. On the left is the young head coach, Kurt Fraser, in his first year in the NHL, and George Kingston, the veteran coach, alongside, who is invaluable with great hockey knowledge, vast experience, has coached in the NHL. He's been an assistant in the NHL.
He's a good man.
Coached international hockey. Great guy.
You know, as they get their thoughts together as a coaching staff, Langkow, the goaltender for Atlanta, has only had the one wrist shot, but during this entire stoppage, he's over. Oh, now he just finally got up. He had been over to his right, our left, bent over at the waist, and just staring at the ice as if he was just staying focused with his own mindset. Meanwhile, Richter's talking to the Ranger players, etc.
He was just called up from the International League, played a couple of good games, and beat Nikolai Habibulin down in the International League. Habibulin playing with the Ice Dogs
in Long Beach, California. Habibulin's the holdout player with the Phoenix Coyotes, the goaltender. Now, the other night in Pittsburgh, and I got to show you this because, you know, John Kelly, our broadcasting friend, got in trouble when he talked about Barnaby. And there's Barnaby on the near side, little slash to the wrist. Look at him.
Oh, man.
Not even a tap. And he's going down as if his legs were shot. Meanwhile, it was a shot to the arm. He's down as if you got to stop the world. and then he gets up, got to the bench, and went crazy at the bench. But to me, how is a broadcaster supposed to know if he's hurt or not? How many times do you see a tap to the arm make the player fall to the ice? And Matthew Barnaby is a guy that can play well, and he's kind of the heartbeat for Pittsburgh, but that was a complete fake job.
There's only one thing you have to do, John. You have to show that tape to Herb Brooks.
I think Herbie deep down knows that. See, the thing with Pittsburgh is they've got a lot of players that aren't what you'd term the rugged type. Barnaby can be, so they need him to balance out their lineup.
Mike Richter alongside the bench. And decides to take a couple of minutes, go into the locker room.
It's going with Cass, the equipment man. Dvorak with Mike Folga there probably got himself a new jersey.
Well, I would think you'd have to take it off just to make sure you get the glass
it would have gone
out of there.
Down through the back of his equipment. You can see he's had the visor and the helmet cleaned out. Mike Richter's now come back from the back.
If you're just joining us, we have a delay with 9:22 to go in the first period. Shattered glass. The Atlanta Thrashers have come out skating very well. Scored a goal at 5:34 by Nelson Emerson, and then at 10:08 a power play goal by Ray Ferraro. And they have a 2-0 lead on the Rangers, who just have not been skating well at all to start this game. Now here's what happened on this play. This is Dvorak coming in, and the hip check from Gord Murphy.
He's got nowhere to go. Murphy reads it, just moves across, caught him kind of on the higher portion of his thigh. And the skate went right up and into the glass and bang. You know, if you hear some cheering here as we're showing you these replays and things, what they do is they've got the big screen here above center ice, and they show couples in the stands. And if you don't give the person beside you, hopefully that lady, a kiss, you're in trouble. Oh, give him a kiss. And they cheer. And if you don't, they start booing. Uh-oh.
Kiss cam. Not bad. On the scoreboard, Boston is leading Toronto 2-0 in the second. Buffalo leading Ottawa 1-0 second period. Carolina leading Washington 1-0 start of the second. And Nashville and the Devils tied 1-1 in the first. Games of interest. 13 games tonight in the NHL before the end of
Florida and Edmonton, I think, are the two teams that don't play.
Okay.
How about this building? What do you think?
I like it.
Very different. Very different. They got boxes on the one side and stands on the other.
Nice.
So this is the side with all the fans, and on the other side, a little bit higher, you're going to see luxury boxes.
As the replacement of the glass continues, we'll step out for a moment. Don't go away. February 26th, the road toward getting the title back for Oscar De La Hoya begins against Daryl Coley. Big-time boxing at the Garden, and a great undercard with Arturo Gatti and Joey Gamache, with tickets available at the Garden box office, all Ticketmaster outlets, including the Wiz stores, online at thegarden.com, or charged by phone 212-307-7171. Great boxing at the Garden, February 26th. Oscar De La Hoya and Daryl Coley. Here in Atlanta, we are just about set to resume as John Muckler looks on, and certainly he's got to be upset. The Rangers have lost 3 of their last 4, and they have to be concerned because coming out of the All-Star break will be back-to-back games with New Jersey, followed by a game with Boston.
And that means if they don't win this one and happen to lose, it'll be 4 out of 5, and that's not the way the Rangers, after having a good streak, want to find themselves going into the All-Star break.
I think the most important thing for the Rangers, John, is to avoid losing streaks.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to lose some games. You just have to avoid any kind of losing streak.
Well, they've got a better team than does Atlanta. That's just obvious. But they're not playing better right now because they're being outworked. They've got to really pick up their game after the emotional game with the Devils last night. And that was emotional. That was old-time hockey. And here the Rangers left their emotions at Madison Square Garden. Their emotions are not where they need to be here.
The delay was 10 minutes and 35 seconds, we're told.
Not bad.
Not bad. Good job by the crew here as you check out the Rangers bench. Rangers down 2-0, just under 9 minutes to go, first period.
And I don't think you could say the Rangers have had one quality scoring chance to this point. Not one.
York. First 3 games between these two teams, Rangers outscored the Thrashers 9-2. Chris Tamer Right now, Atlanta doing everything better than the Rangers.
Including coming out of their own zone.
Varvadic's shot was blocked by Schneider.
No forecheck pressure at all by the Rangers, or attack on the rush with speed by the Rangers, as Atlanta's played very well.
Schneider, big drive, and scores!
Whoa.
Right through Scott Langkow. Only the second shot on goal, and how big is that one? A bad goal for the youngster Scott Langkow, an important goal for the Rangers.
Rangers defense has not scored a goal in the last 15 games. 15 games. In fact, for Schneider, it had been 17 for him personally. So he gets one here, and the Rangers get into the game. Watch a nice little move. He makes it center ice, and then he just lets it go. Langkow, the goaltender, hasn't seen any shots. He certainly should have stopped that one. It went right through him, but he hasn't had any shots. I think Schneider just read the play. Nowhere to move the puck. Put it on goal and see what happens. And from the blue line, it's now a 2-1 in favor of Atlanta. But Atlanta's not had goaltending, have they?
Oh, not against the Rangers, for sure. Back the other way, Nelson Emerson across the line with a shot that goes wide. Hatcher plays it off the end boards. So Matthew Schneider puts the Rangers on the board with a very important goal. Nedved moving. Hlavich across. Hlavich shoots save with a blocker by Langkow. The rebounds in the crowd.
Good shot there. A good save by Langkow. That thing was labeled to the top corner on the stick side. The Rangers there did a nice job defensively, then moved up the ice and finally got themselves a scoring chance on the rush. And that's what the Nedved line's known for. So Langkow comes back after allowing a bad goal to make a pretty good save as Hlavich tried to put it top corner. He likes to shoot to that spot with kind of a snapshot, or not really a wrist shot, a snapshot.
Nedved and Stefan for the faceoff.
You've been talking about that matchup all period long.
Thrashers have done a good job winning faceoffs. Maxim Galanov pressured by Hlavich, who turns it over, throws it in front. Stefan with a good job to clear it. Chipped back in by Pilon. Rangers are offside. Good job by Hlavich to take the puck away and put it out in front. That was a good job on the forecheck.
It's kind of interesting for the Atlanta Thrashers, with the Rangers having 3 players from the Czech Republic on one line. Stefan is a young player, second-year pro, but first year in the NHL, played last year in the I. And Fraser, the coach, is putting him against Nedved. There's the shot through the screen. That's a good save. Good shot by Hlavich. But Stefan, he too, from the Czech Republic. So it's a pretty good challenge for him getting that assignment for this game.
And you have the defenseman Buzek also.
Now, is he a Slovak?
No,
or
he's
is he
from the
Czech Republic?
From the Czech Republic.
There's a big difference, you know.
I understand.
And I've been told you don't say Slovakian, you say Slovak.
I don't remember us saying that.
Oh, okay.
Hlavich has the puck.
So if one of the players is from Slovakia, you don't call him a Slovakian, you call him a Slovak. Nice to learn things every day.
Absolutely. One thing I like about you, you're always learning from people.
Well, you try to get it
you go.
right. It's worldwide, this game.
Matt Johnson was stopped. Quintal deflects the puck into the Rangers bench. Play stopped, 7:12 to go in the first. Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. We all make a difference.
So the Rangers have had the last 2 shots. The one by Schneider. Again, the first time a Rangers defenseman has scored a goal in 15 games. And then Hlavich, a quick shot after that Langkow stopped. Rangers rotating their 4 lines as this period moves along, and their 3 sets of D. Those defense pairings been together for a long time.
Yes.
Oh, good news on Brian Leach, huh?
Yes.
Didn't mention
Got
that
the
yet.
clearance, got the X-ray last night back in New York. Had clearance to handle the puck, shoot the puck, and he did some puck handling and shooting today at Rye with Darren Langdon.
From what I've been told, that I ran into his parents. They were here today. They were hoping to see Brian, but of course Brian stayed back in New York, and they were on their way north from Florida, wondering about the weather up in Connecticut. Anyway, they were saying that Brian's very happy about the good news and probably back in the lineup within 10 days.
Daig moving in, shooting, kicked away by Langkow. Langkow doesn't look, on the last 2 shots, looks okay. 3-on-2, moving in, Tremblay missed the net. High off the glass, Brunette leaves it for Ferraro. Out to Tremblay for a drive, deflected away by Quintal. Kept in deep by Daryl Shannon. Brunette checked by Quintal. Thrashers have come back with some good pressure. Ferraro sets up Tremblay, and he missed the net again. McLean tries to move the puck and does to Daig. Daig out with Quintal and Kamensky. 3-on-2 across. Now it's evened up. Offside. Rangers on the play.
Kamensky on the far side. He doesn't like the call, but I think he was offside. You know, Daig took that bad angle shot. Lankow stayed up on his feet and stopped it, and then all of a sudden the Thrashers went the other way. Quintal, a right defenseman, tried to stand up, make something happen, and when the puck went around him, it was a 3-on-1. And that Tremblay, boy, is he ever jumping into the play a lot, number 38 for the Thrashers. There's a shot by Daig. 3 men there, 1 man there. Now watch Quintal's decision here. He's got his man, he moves across, and the quick puck movement, 3-on-1, and it's right there. The shot by Tremblay that went high and wide.
Back to the live action. Thrashers out shooting the Rangers 7-4. Buzek moves it to Ed Warden out of the zone. Slides all the way down. This will be an icing on the Thrashers. The touch made by Matthew Schneider. Let's get an update from Deb Kaufman. Deb, what's going on?
Well, you guys know the name Harvey Schiller. He's now working with George Steinbrenner. He was a longtime executive here with Ted Turner. His son, Derek Schiller, is still one of the team executives, and he was there very nervously watching them try to replace the glass. And he said this is the second time it's happened this year, but the first time for the real glass, the tempered glass. And he was thrilled with the few minutes that it took to get the new glass up and that nobody was hurt. And the last time they had to do this, it was the plexiglass. So he said he was, one of the referees even told him that this was maybe the quickest they'd ever seen this tempered glass replaced, guys.
Yeah, the last time it happened was against the Boston Bruins. They did a good job.
Yeah, 10 minutes. The tempered glass is along the sides of the arena.
Graves with a shot, a save by Lankow, and the rebound cleared aside.
The old-style plexiglass is on the end zone, and that provides a little bit of a cushion when the players get hit into it.
Lankow out to stop the puck. Scott Lankow has 2 NHL wins, both with the Thrashers against Tampa Bay and Vancouver. Both came in November. York chased by Svartvadet. Graves picked up by Buzek. Lefebvre toward the net, saved by Lankow, and he's got it. Lankow's done a good job since giving up the goal. He's settled in. Now we have the pushing and shoving and the big get-together.
Now, Atlanta was completely dominating the game, right? They had the 2-0 lead. Then the glass got broken. And you notice since the glass was broken, the Rangers have picked up their game. They've been much, much, much better. Of course, they got the long shot goal. Here's Lefebvre on the puck. He just put it towards the net. Fleury's tied up with Tamer and can't get loose. And the goaltender does a good job, Lankow, of hanging on to the puck and no big rebound at all. Fleury always plays the game in the land of the Giants. And there he's hooked up with Tamer. Tamer's going to play him now. He notices him, stays with him, and gets him. Got a hold of the stick of Fleury, never let it loose. And then they got going after one another. The Atlanta club had the 2 shots towards Mike Richter, both by Tremblay. They both missed the net. Other than that, the Rangers have carried the play since the glass was broken.
Taylor, Lacroix, and Knuble on for the Rangers with Phelan and Hatcher. Taylor going against Ferraro, wins the face-off. Phelan with a long drive, missed the net. Lambert trying to clear. Ferraro bangs it off the boards, and Phelan goes back to chase.
Taylor was slow getting up after the face-off. He's skating now and back into the play, but he looked to be shaken a little bit.
On the scoreboard, Pittsburgh leading the Islanders 1-0 in the first period. Phelan carries to center. Up the middle, nice pass, Knuble. Hook checked away nicely by Shannon. And the Thrashers take it back. Ferraro. Yannick Tremblay winds up. Phelan takes him out. Puck played deep by Brunette. Here's Lambert trying to get out in front. Couldn't do it. Puck slid off his stick. Still loose, cleared aside by Hatcher. Shannon steps up with a drive. Blocked. Good play by Knuble. Shannon again. Drops it off for Brunette. And that was blocked as well. That time by Taylor. Shannon backhander knocked down by Taylor, batted out by Knuble.
You know, Hatcher may have saved one, and Lambert tried to wrap around. Mike Richter didn't know where the puck was. There was an opening on the near side, and the long reach of Hatcher may have saved the goal.
Nice pass from Nedved to Dvorak. Dvorak couldn't handle it. Buchberger tried to move it, gave it up to Hlavik. He's wrapped up by Shannon. Quintal trying to move the puck. Ferraro went down. Long shift for that line. The puck missed by Nedved. Checked by Buchberger. Shannon drives it off the boards as the Thrashers needed a stoppage in play. They've been kept on the ice for quite some time, that last line.
Rangers skating better now, and they're competing with the loose puck battles a whole lot better. In fact, a moment ago we saw, I think it was Dvorak, went right into Buchberger along the boards. The Thrashers were very close, though, to getting their 2-goal lead back when they tried the wraparound with Lambert on the puck. We're seeing a much more intense period as the game moves along. Look at Lambert. He's got the open side. Hatcher from behind. reached out and just got a little bit of Lambert's stick. Shannon there with a recovery of the puck, and he moved in. Now here's Lambert again. Watch him change sides, go the other way, and then the reach and the lean by Hatcher maybe saved a goal on the wraparound.
I like that reverse angle look. Good job. There's a quick shot and a save by Lankow. Dvorak with a quick turnaround shot. Dvorak working the corner. Halavich is there. Now Dvorak up the boards. Tied up, leaves it for Janssen. Backhanded it. Lankow reached out with a stick and stopped play.
The Nedved line picking it up. Last night against the Devils, they had 16 shots as a line. 16 combined. Now, to me, when you have one line get 16 shots against the Devils, that's getting it done. The only thing is they didn't score like they would have hoped to. But much better now. Now, Taylor was slow here getting up. He turns. Ooh, pretty good hit from Shannon. Remember Shannon, that's earlier in the game? A little payback right there, folks. And the back was sore. Taylor got back up into the play. Didn't miss any time on the ice, but that was a payback, baby.
Yeah, we haven't seen the end of that one, I don't think.
Oh, baby.
The scoring on the Rangers goal, by the way, with Schneider is 6th from Graves at 11:29. Thrashers got the first 2. Schneider with the shot from the blue line to get the Rangers on the board. Pear Svartvadet trying to dump it in. Schneider blocked it. Dade comes back to get it. Here's Lefebvre. Taken away. Good play by Garpenlaw. Plays it across to Johnson. Saved by Richter. Rebound. Another save. Richter got a piece as the Thrashers got to some rebounds. Svartvadet with a second shot.
Well, these Thrashers are driving to the net. Wow, driving hard to the net.
Off the board. Batted away by Murphy. Kept in by McLean. Murphy was tugged and pulled down by Kamensky, but nothing called on the play.
This line on the ice for Atlanta had Carlson at center ice. He hasn't come back since he got hit by Pilon and injured his shoulder.
Kamensky weaves his way in, was surrounded. Dake got the puck. He's taken down by Stefan. McLean turns. Saved by Lankow. Penalty upcoming. And it looks to be on the Thrashers. Kamensky moving with the puck against Galanov out in front. The touch is made. I believe Galanov is going for holding the stick.
I think when the shot was taken by McLean, it was kicked out by the right leg of the goaltender Lankow. Ooh, Frazier doesn't look happy. Look at that. Oh, baby. Remember when Dan Maloney used to coach in Toronto Maple Leafs and he had that look on his face? There's another one of those looks.
The eyes that will go right through you.
Baby. So Galanov ends up grabbing a hold of Kamensky's stick in front of the net, and he gets the penalty. It all started as you see Lefebvre on the puck, and it's turned over there. Garpenlaw moves in. Matt Johnson gets a good shot here. Watch the Thrashers send everybody to the front. Puck was chipped, and I mean wide by a hair. So the Rangers were able to move up the ice. Boy, those turnovers in the neutral zone, they kill you or what? Garpenlaw spent a lot of his career playing for the Florida Panthers. There's a shot, and watch how close this is. That's terrible, just wide.
First power play for the Rangers. Galanov holding the stick at 17:41. York, Fleury, and Graves, Schneider and Hatcher for the power play. Penalty killers are Tamer and Buzek, Garpenlaw and Emerson. Graves moves it to Fleury, up the boards to Hatcher. Matthew Schneider, his pass tipped. Good play by Johan Garpenlaw. Schneider recovers. Minute 50 to go in the first. 2-1 Atlanta leading it as Graves dumps it in. Lankow moves it around the boards. Hatcher steps up. Shannon tied up in the corner by Fleury and York. York poked it loose. Gets it back to Hatcher. Hatcher across to Schneider. Schneider into the slot. Graves leaves it for Fleury. York is set up in front. Fleury holding. Forced the other way by Buchberger. Thrashers stand clear. Here's Graves. Now try to get it to York. Knocked away. Taken by Tamer, and he's able to clear. And racing for the puck. Buchberger onside to the net. Fake shoot saved by Richter. And the rebound hit the post. Buchberger found the rebound. It got through Richter, but he hit the post. Back the other way, York. York turning. Down low. Fleury. Fleury back to Janssen. Less than a minute to go in the period. Out in front off the stick of Lankow. And Stefan's able to bring it clear.
Now the Rangers got to feel like Harry Houdini right now. Have they escaped some traps here or what?
Big time. This could be a 4-1 game in favor of Atlanta. Easily.
And the one that the Rangers got wasn't a great one. You take that break, but it wasn't a great goal.
Dvorak across the Quintal. Now it's Halavich.
Well, these Thrashers, are they ever aggressive on the penalty kill? Now it settles down a little bit.
And they score! How do you like that one? Nedved from the goal line angle. 2 bad goals on Scott Langkow. Dvorak may have tipped it.
I don't know if he did or not.
But I'm not sure, John. Nedved fired and it went in.
Buckberger on the breakaway. Richter comes up huge, and then on the rebound, I think he hits the far post. Watch Richter do the splits. Look at that. Oh, baby. And Buckberger stops and jams the puck right here. Great effort. The puck goes back and across, and I think hit the post. Yeah. In behind Schneider, hit the post and came out. It was that close to being 3-1 shorthanded. Oh, baby. Now watch Dvorak in front of the net. Palavich will feed Nedved. Here comes a pass. I don't know. I don't think it got to Dvorak. It may have gone off the defenseman in front. You're right. I don't think it went off Langkow, the goalie, but maybe the man in front. Was it Murphy, Sam? The defenseman number 5? Yeah, I think it went off his leg. He tried to block the pass across. The Rangers will take that. And it's 2-2 with 26 seconds to go in the first. Nedved sweeps the puck across to Dvorak, and I think it went off Gord Murphy's leg.
Peter Nedved's 5th goal.
Oh, there's a review going on.
Let's see.
They think the puck is in. The Buckberger one hit the post. I'm sure it hit the post, but they're checking it out. The Rangers scored. This is the first stoppage since that close play by Buckberger. It's being reviewed. They showed it on the screen here, but I think it went across and hit the post.
If it is a goal, then the Ranger goal would be wiped off.
And they would go back in time, put time back on the clock from the time that Buckberger would have scored. But I think he hit the post. Well, they're going to center ice because somebody scored. One team or the other. I think it's 2-2. I think the puck went in behind Richter. We showed it rather clearly. It hit the far post and came out. Now one referee is talking to the
Mark
timekeeper.
Fawcett, the more veteran of the 2 referees. He's talking.
Yeah, that means no goal for them.
Kurt Fraser. They're looking at the scoreboard
up above. So is the referee. The puck goes in behind Schneider, hit the far post and came out. It was dead on the post. I don't think I'm not sure why the argument is happening. Now we've got an overhead view. Watch, Richter makes the save, but it's going to be this post here we want to ISO and look at. Buckberger he made a great play to stop, go back and jam the puck. And again, it's the right post. There's the puck underneath the glove of Richter. It is fired back. It hit the post and came out. I don't understand what the argument is.
Yeah.
You know, there's been a couple of plays involving Atlanta where they feel they've had a goal against them that shouldn't have been. It was the other night with Pittsburgh.
Yes.
It was 1-0 Atlanta late. Pittsburgh scored one. That was allowed because the goalie's glove caught the puck and the puck is behind the goal line. And the team here says it shouldn't have been a goal. So that's why I think the fans are so involved here.
Well, what we have now is a tie game. Lambert shoots saved by Richter. Remember Richter's save on Buckberger and then the puck hitting the post. Nedved scores a power play goal. An unbelievable angle. And the Rangers have tied it up, even though I think they've been thoroughly outplayed in this first period.
They haven't skated nearly as well as they should be. And Atlanta has played extremely well. And I think the Rangers should feel very fortunate that they may get out of this period at 2-2. Right now there's 13 seconds to go. Ferraro's on the draw against Taylor's zone. Taylor does a good job.
And since that delay, the Rangers' face-offs have been getting better.
Well, most parts of their game better.
And the period is over. Peter Nedved gets his team-high 17th goal, a power play goal. The fans reacting because of the no-goal ruling against Atlanta. But the Rangers now, there is the captain, Kelly Buckberger, denied the goal. The Rangers have tied it up. They have announced Dvorak's goal. So they've given it to Dvorak, his 13th from Nedved in 1934. We'll see if that has changed.
Well, this is one wild period. You figure it out.
Well,
that's why you have 2 referees. So the captains or assistant captains could talk to, one referee each at the end of the period, get things moving along. Now you have a linesman and a referee talking to one player from each team. Oh, baby. The Rangers did not come out with any skating legs whatsoever. They were down 2-0. And through some, I don't know what you'd call it, some good breaks for them. Yeah, Harry Houdini-like magic.
Schneider with a shot from the blue line goes through the goaltender who was ice cold. And then you have the goal by Nedved or Dvorak with the puck fired from the corner.
Well, last night the Rangers played very, very well against the Devils in the second period and couldn't get a break. None. Zero.
That's
Zippo.
right.
Here, they were outplayed and somehow leave the first period with a 2-2 score. So you take that and you try to improve.
All right, let's check things out downstairs. Deb Kaufman's with Andrew Brunette. Go ahead, Deb.
Okay, guys, and trying to sort things out here at the end of this first period is a wild one.
Yeah, it was a good first period. I thought, both teams played, very well, and we're doing what we want to do. We just seems when as soon as that ice broke or that glass broke, we've kind of lost our stride a little bit. But we got to get back to what we were doing the first 10 minutes of the game.
So Radek Dvorak's skate accidentally hits that glass, and there's about a 10-minute stoppage of play, and the momentum swings because at that point it was 2-0. Then the Rangers come back and get 2 goals.
Yeah, it makes it tough when you got that delay, especially if it was about 10 minutes, and especially when you're winning. I think it makes it tougher. If you're losing, you kind of regroup and refocus, and when you're winning, things are going right. It seems to slow down a little bit.
Of all the teams you have played as an expansion team, it seems like the Rangers are the one team that have given you the most difficulty.
Yeah, for some reason we think we can, run and gun with them, and we can't do that. Last year was the same thing when, Gretzky was there, and this year, every game we play them, they pretty well blew us out, and we just can't run and gun. I think we're doing a better job of that tonight.
But the difference is that the last 3 games the Rangers got out to a couple of early goals, and tonight you guys got the first couple of goals.
Yeah, I think so. I think last probably every game we played them, they jumped at the big lead, and I thought we slowly took over the game. The outcome wasn't always the best for us, but I think we got off to a good start. Now we got to slowly overtake the game.
You have kind of done the expansion tour. That's okay. Nashville last year and now Atlanta. So how is it the second go-around now with an expansion team?
I mean, it's tough. It gets frustrating, but expansion's been positive for me, so I can't really complain. But losing gets a little bit tough. But we're having fun. We're working hard, and we're growing. And I think that's fun to be a part of something that grows.
Well, enjoy your All-Star break.
Thank you very much.
All right. Our thanks to Andrew Brunette. Let's go back upstairs to Sam and JD.
Thanks very much, Deb. Take a look at what we think is Nedved's goal.
I don't think it gets to Dvorak. I'm sorry. You know what? Went off the goaltender.
I think so, too.
You bullseyed that one, Sam. But right off the goaltender.
Having a tough first period. 2-2 end of 2.
You bullseyed that one.
The first period scoring summary is brought to you by Hertz. For business, for pleasure, nobody does it exactly like Hertz. And again, Atlanta scored the first 2 goals of this game. Nelson Emerson and Ray Ferraro on the power play with his 13th. Matthew Schneider got one back for the Rangers. And then the last one has been credited to Radek Dvorak. Initially, it was Peter Nedved. Now it's Dvorak who gets his 13th. And it's been an eventful game for Radek Dvorak, whose skate broke the glass and inadvertently turned the tide in this game. The momentum really shifted to the Rangers. They were down 2-0. They got their legs back. They had a chance to regroup, and now they're right back in this 2-2 after the first. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll send you back to Manhattan. Leila Spatani is standing by with the Metro Guide Sports Break back after this.
Sam Rosen, John Davidson, Deb Kaufman back at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. Rangers and Thrashers are tied at 2. Highlights coming up when we return. We are back, and the Sharp Intermission Report continues with Sharp highlights. And here's how Atlanta grabbed the lead early on the Rangers.
Stefan with a great pass. Emerson had 2 shots at it. Richter a big save, but couldn't handle the rebound. 1-0 with Emerson scoring. And then with Atlanta working the power play, Ferraro will find the rebound, able to score on the backhand, and Atlanta led 2-0 and deserved it.
And here the Rangers come back.
Well, there was some broken glass, caused a delay. The Rangers seemed to regroup. Schneider with a long shot. The goalie should have had it. And it's 2-1. Rangers on a power play. Buckberger with a play hits the goalpost on the rebound. It would have been 3-1. You see another look at it. Buckberger got robbed by Richter, jammed the puck, and hit the post. Instead, it stayed 2-1, and the Rangers moved up the ice. Here's Halavich on the puck. He had taken the puck from Quintel over to Nedved, who was sliding the puck across to Dvorak. Instead, it hit the goaltender. Nedved gets his 17th, and we finished the period 2-2.
He's tied with Adam Graves for the team lead with 17 goals. Off the right pad, into the net.
Vankow just didn't stay square, Sam. And he actually let in 2 rough goals during the period. The Rangers will take it as it ends up 2-2 after the first period.
All right, we get set for second period action.
Sam, just checking out some of the All-Star changes.
Yes.
How about Patrick Elias from the Devils? He's going to replace Peter Forsberg, who's out with a concussion.
Congratulations to Patrick
deserves
Elias.
that.
Yes.
Ray Whitney from Florida will replace St. Louis's Pierre Turgeon, who's out with a bad hand, and Ray deserves it. And Dominik Hasek, who came back and played the other night, and played great in a 2-2 tie with Anaheim, can't play tonight. He's too stiff. He's a little sore, so he's not going to play in the All-Star game, even though he was voted on it by the fans. So Roman Turek in St. Louis will replace him, and all three deserve to be in.
And credit Coley Campbell with a little conversation with Mr. Turek, who
along with
originally
Joel Quenneville. Quenneville too.
Originally, Roman Turek got a little huffy that he wasn't named to the team.
Feathers were up on end a little bit.
Good job by Coley and Joel Quenneville to get Roman Turek there. Underway, second period. So the official scoring on the Rangers' second goal, Nedved from Hlavich and Quintal at 19:34, a power play goal. Tied at 2. Yannick Tremblay with a big drive. Richter juggles, covers up.
And Tremblay just loves to get the puck and take shots. Yeah, he's a kid. Well, the Atlanta team is trying to get people like Stefan and Tremblay and these kids to develop during a year when they know they're not going to win a great deal of games. And this Tremblay kid, man, he takes charge out there. He's got good skating speed, finds the puck, and takes shots. And Ray Ferraro and people like Lambert are there to support these kids as they try to improve.
See, Tremblay played in Toronto, so I know he was watching Berezan a lot. He must think that the way you do it is you get the puck and just shoot.
Toronto down 3-0 tonight in Boston. They were lucky to win the other night in Tampa.
Loose puck out in front, score! Nelson Emerson found the loose puck, and once again, this time Mike Richter's upset. I believe he feels he was interfered with.
Well, the draw was won by the Atlanta Hockey Club. Dig was on the draw. As you see, it's going to be controlled. As you see Buchberger backing right into Richter, and there's the goal scored. And I think the Rangers may have a valid point here, Sam. Buchberger wasn't pushed, and Richter had his position established. Look at Buchberger. He backs in and just collides with Richter there. I don't think he was pushed, and then Richter couldn't get to Emerson's shot, and neither could John McLean get to Emerson, and these Thrashers have the 3-2 lead.
Couldn't tell if Matthew Schneider upended Kelly Buchberger on the play.
A couple of days ago, the league had a conference call with the referees about goalie interference. There's been a lot of those calls, including one last night in Dallas involving Atlanta.
Giveaway by the Rangers, saved by Richter on Patrick Stefan. So the Thrashers start the period fast and grab the lead for the second time. That time in the opening minute of the period. Lankow plays it up the board. Buchberger reverses, but getting to the puck is Dvorak. Try to put it out in front. Stefan takes it away. Patrick Stefan on the move. 3-on-2 across. Nelson Emerson with a shot. Blocked and poked into the corner by Richter. Emerson again. Puts it out in front off the stick of Buchberger. And cleared out by Dvorak.
The penalty last night was to Garpenlock for goalie interference in Dallas. We're seeing a lot of those calls the last few days.
Buzek under pressure moves it to Buchberger. Emerson got the goal, his second of the game, 11th of the season from Murphy and Buchberger at 26 seconds. Richter makes a save on a shot by Tamer.
Atlanta comes out of the chute here, don't they? They are flying.
They're listening to the coach. Whatever Kurt Fraser said to them, they have followed it.
This is the way I've seen them play a lot of games on home ice, except for when the Rangers play them. They work. I've seen them have some great games here with Buffalo and some other teams. Yet the Rangers have completely controlled them until tonight.
Botterill took it away from Lefebvre. Puck around the boards. Quintal able to clear the zone. All the way down it goes. It'll be an icing on the Rangers. We are 2 minutes, 9 seconds into the second period. The Thrashers have regained the lead. It's 3-2.
Carlson, the centerman, has not returned for Atlanta. He's having his shoulder x-rayed, and when we get some results, we'll let you know as to whether or not he'll be back. I don't think he will. Take a look at the high angle of the goal. Let's watch Buchberger, who right there. Watch him back in towards Richter. Sam, I think that he backed in, didn't see Richter, and collided with him. Right now, as we speak, the referee's talking to Richter. I think Schneider does have a stick on him a little bit right there. But Buchberger just backed in. I mean, somewhere the goaltender's got the right to his position, correct? Now, Schneider
I agree.
upended one of the legs of Buckberger.
That's a good
Maybe
point,
that
Sean.
created Buckberger to go off balance, but he still backed into the goaltender. And now, Richter may have been above the goal crease, but he still had his position.
I think what you pointed out before, the leg being up, may have been
enough for the referee to say no penalty, right?
Yeah. Stefan wins the faceoff. Tremblay plays it across. Shot by Shannon way wide.
I still give Atlanta credit for going to the net. That's their job, and they did it after the faceoff was won.
Taylor and Stefan went hard to the boards. Behind the back pass, careless, cleared out by Shannon.
Shots were 9-9 after one, and all 4 shots in the second have gone to Atlanta.
Another fast start to the period for Atlanta. This time the Thrashers are called offside.
That's been the theme, hasn't it? Earlier, the Rangers had the fast starts and got them into some good leads with Atlanta, but here at the beginning of the first period and the second, it's been the Atlanta club that's been much sharper early. We'll take another look at the overhead. Now watch Buckberger back into Richter. I mean, he backed in. Richter was about 2 feet above the goal crease, 1.5 feet above the goal crease, and Buckberger didn't see Richter as he was backing in. And a referee, he's got to make the call one way or the other. It's his discretion.
Yes.
And his feeling was no penalty. So we move on.
Buckberger against Daig.
I still think it was a penalty.
And you can make a strong argument for it. You know, and I think the other way, the referee.
Well, I'm speaking from the goaltender's point of view. Here's a penalty. Matt Johnson in the offensive zone on Pilon. Boy, the Rangers will take this. They're down 3-2. Atlanta's had the control of the game. And Pilon and Matt Johnson meet up. Now, Matt Johnson's going back to Pilon here trying to get things evened up. But that coaching staff will not, I don't think, be happy with Atlanta right now. This was inside the Rangers zone. That's
Johnson
a tough one for a tough guy to take.
And the Rangers get their second power play of the game. They're already 1 for 1.
But Johnson's got a sore right wrist there, as you see it taped up.
This is a team that can't afford to make these mistakes against the Rangers.
No, that's Pilon there. Matt Johnson to move into him. It's a good collision. And then they go after each other again.
The second one.
Right,
Second one was, I believe it's called interference, John.
With the puck not there, the referee feels that Matt Johnson was stopping Pilon from getting back into the play.
Either interference or a high stick was the signal.
And I'm sure
wait for the call.
Matt Johnson's mad because it was Pilon's big hit that knocked Carlson out of the game earlier in the first period.
York, McLean, Kamensky, Schneider, and Hatcher for the power play. It's interference at 2:43 on Johnson. The penalty killers, Galanov and Murphy, Emerson and Garpenlov. Off the stick of York. Lankow leaves it for Murphy. He's pressured by Kamensky. Up the boards, blocked by McLean. Pass right into Murphy, who is sitting on the ice, and the puck is underneath him, and play stops. 3 minutes, 11 seconds gone by in this second period. Coming up next here on Metro Guide, 7th on 6th. Coverage of Fashion Week tonight through February 13th only on Metro Guide.
So the Rangers do have a power play goal in this game. It was late in the first period, a goal by Nedved. They were 0 for 6 on their power play last night against the Devils. And you know this Atlanta team, shorthanded more than any team in the league. So they take some penalties.
Nedved, Hlavich, and Dvorak. Nedved won the faceoff. Schneider to Hlavich. Hlavich across to Schneider with room. He shoots, save, Lankow, rebound, Hlavich. Holds it.
And he can elevate, saucer the puck over a stick like he did a moment ago.
Across to Schneider, back to Hlavich. He has room and he fires off the crossbar.
What a shot. Wow. Shoot more often, Jan.
Yes, so the giveaway, back the other way. Nelson Emerson races in, he shoots, and a save. It may have ticked off of Richter's glove.
Pretty good action.
Man. Recovered by the Thrashers. Yannick Tremblay able to clear it down. Schneider's got it back. Minute 10 in the power play. Make that 50 seconds in the power play. Dvorak pounded by Buckberger. Tremblay gets after him now. Dvorak waiting. Here's Hlavich. Out to Schneider. Deflected by Svartvadet and taken away by Shannon. Out to Per Svartvadet. Svartvadet moves in and shoots. Saved by Richter. Bats the rebound. Svartvadet missed it, and Holovic has it.
The Atlanta club has 4 shorthanded goals, but every time they get the puck, they go for it here. Shorthanded.
And they get a shot and a rebound. Nedved's in deep. The pass to Holovic. Back to Nedved. He comes out in front. He turns. He shoots. Saved by Langkow. Good shot by Nedved, who chips it ahead. Knocked down by Shannon and cleared by Svartvadet. That's going to do it for the power play. Rangers got some chances. Here's Nedved coming in. Drop to Kidcall. Save made by Langkow. Teams at full strength. Stefan the other way. Matt Johnson moves in and shoots. Saved by Richter. Oh, I love this back and forth they go.
Sit down, big boy. Get back in the saddle here.
Fleury for York. York checked by Murphy. Graves is there. It's around the boards. Matt Johnson tied up. Good play by Fleury. Shot by York. Saved by Langkow.
Nice play by Fleury, stripping the much bigger Johnson of the puck.
Lefebvre's got it. Rangers getting some good chances. Intercepted by Galanov. 5:20 gone by.
Ferraro jumped back off. There was too many men on the ice.
Nothing called. Just got off in time.
Yeah.
Fleury dumps it cross corner. Kamensky races to the puck. Puts it in front for York, but it was knocked away by Buzak.
How about the dump of the puck there by Fleury? Nice play. Cross corner.
Ferraro across. Ferraro looking, shooting, blocked by Pilon. Put in front by Lambert and taken away by Kamensky. He's out with Daig to the right. Fleury joins the play. 3-on-2 across. Kamensky, Fleury, Daig shoots, missed the net.
It may have ricocheted off the goal post or crossbar too.
The net is off. Play stops.
Oh, baby, they love it here in Atlanta. They're starting to stand and cheer here. They're standing.
That's hockey.
That's hockey, baby. They're going, man. I saw a game again earlier in the year here, just like with Buffalo, just like this. Schneider lets it go. Holovic on the puck. You'll end up, I think, here's where he gets a slap shot, right? Yeah. Off the crossbar. I think he gets it back. Yeah, from Schneider. Whoa, baby. Now, all of a sudden, the Atlanta club goes back the other way here. Schneider got trapped by Garpenlaw. This shot here is a high riser that caught the glass behind Mike Richter. Pilon and Ferraro, you'll see them hook up. Oh, right there as Pilon takes his man out as usual. Ferraro didn't want to let Pilon back into the play. Some pretty good action. Here's Kamensky. And he goes wide with the puck. Drops it off. And there's the shot. That was saved by Langkow on Daig. There's Daig with a good shot. And Langkow stopped it.
I thought it went over the top.
Yeah, man, that was some big save. Beautiful save.
Langkow's made some good saves here in the second. Ferraro brings it in against Hatcher. Yannick Tremblay, the defenseman, deep centering feed. Good play coming back by Daig as he tied up Andrew Brunette.
You know, a run and gun game as this is developing. The Rangers should like it. It's their style.
Brunette. Thrashers move the other way, leading 3-2. 13:30 to go. Yeah, Pilon tried a hip check, but he missed, and he tripped up Brunette.
Yeah, he had his stick out. The body missed the body, but the stick got the feet.
Pilon for tripping at 6:30.
He tries the hip check. Brunette reads it. See Brunette look at him? Now he cuts back to his left, and Pilon had no choice but to use the stick. And it was a call. A referee had to make good call, and the Atlanta club now with a 1-goal lead work on their power play.
Their third of the game. They're 1 for 2. Graves cleared it. Rangers penalty killers Graves and Fleury, Schneider and Lefebvre.
Atlanta club was 0 for 3 last night in Dallas on their power play.
We got Murphy and Galanov at the points. Buckberger, Emerson, and Stefan up front. And that pass across 2 lines will be brought back.
Fleury working with Graves. Was up ice, but it was over 2 lines as they were looking for a little offense. Short-handed. Rangers do have 3 short-handed goals. Nedved has 2 of those 3. Well, this is a key part of the game right here.
Yes, sir.
Rangers found a way to get back and tie it up. Atlanta came out early in the second and really took control, got themselves a goal off a face-off win. And now with a power play, they want to reestablish their 2-goal lead.
Fleury against Stefan. Thrashers have it. Galanov with a shot, saved by Richter. In the corner, Buckberger. Past Emerson. Lefebvre moves it to Fleury. Fleury clears it. Langkow leaves it for Galanov. Rangers have changed. Taylor and McLean have come on with Lefebvre and Schneider. Stefan plays it ahead for Buckberger. Lefebvre got there first.
Stefan, did he get hit? Yeah, he's hurt, Sam. Yes. When he moved the puck wide, I think Schneider nailed him. And he gets to the bench, slowly gets to the bench.
Shannon has come on with Galanov. The lead to Ferraro, Brunette, and Lambert on. Digging for the puck is Hatcher. Ferraro comes away with it. Dropped it off to Brunette. Brunette behind the net. Finds Yannick Tremblay. Shanks his shot. Richter made a save. Stuff-in try was blocked as Brunette tried to stuff it in. Brunette behind the net. Tipped away by Hatcher. McLean tried to clear, was denied by Shannon. Hatcher turns up the boards and out.
Yeah, good job by Kevin Hatcher. Steffen's still shaking. Over at the bench, the training staff working with him. He's hunched over.
Lankow with a good outlet to Shannon. Shannon plays it deep in the Ranger zone. Quintal lost it to Brunette. Lambert plays it to the near boards. Down comes Shannon. Nedved tried to take it away. Shannon's got it. Andrew Brunette behind the goal, looking. Pass back to Chris Tamer. Wrist shot saved by Richter. Rebound. It's underneath Richter.
Lambert was looking for it. Tamer got himself in a good position. Just didn't stay back at the blue line. He moved in. Found a place where he could find a seam, and there's Steffen being worked on. He was around his upper lip, jaw. Boy, he got thumped. Where's that big helmet? Because he's had problems with concussions. Now there's Brunette trying to find the puck. As it's moved to the wide side, the puck will come back and then across to Tamer, who's going to find some open ice. Playing up at the blue line. There's Brunette. There's Tamer. He's going to see how he found the good spot. And then he got a shot on goal through traffic. And Richter comes up big.
Around the board, John McLean's got it with room to skate. He lifts it out of the zone. 5 seconds to go on the Pilon penalty. Tamer for the Thrashers. 11:30 to go in the second. Pilon's back teams are at full strength. Atlanta 1 for 3 on the power play. 3-2, Thrashers leading it. Puck fired almost into the bench by Tamer. Almost hit his own teammates. Dumped in by Lefebvre. Lankow stops behind the net for Tamer. Off the boards, Pilon waits his connection, and Peter Buzek has it for Atlanta. And some bad passes as they go back and forth. Schneider. Holovic for the lead to Nedved. Nedved moves in. Swings it around to Holovic in his skates. He's got it back. Finds Hatcher. Tees it up. Fires into the corner.
He had no other play.
Nedved is checked along the boards by Svartvadet. Holovic has it back. What a move. Forced out of the zone by Svartvadet.
What a move by Holovic. The stick handle in a phone booth and come out with a puck.
Hatcher taken to the boards by Buzek. Tamer with a chip shot that's knocked down by Hatcher.
Steffen's back on.
Yes, he is.
So he didn't miss a shift.
Dumps it deep into the Ranger zone. Pilon's got the puck. Here's Hatcher. Pass blocked, taken away by Stefan. Plays it ahead for Buckberger. Bad pass. Holovic able to clear out to Dvorak. Dvorak and Nedved come across. Dvorak against Murphy. Dvorak looks for a trailer. Almost found Holovic, but Stefan tipped it. In deep for Nedved. Galanov was the man who tipped the pass. He checks Nedved. Out in front. Shot wide.
Holovic was in great position. Didn't get the shot.
Out in front. Shot blocked. Tim Janssen was spun around by Emerson. And Patrick Stefan skates clear with it. Buckberger hustles back for it.
Nedved's got on for another long shift.
Got to be careful. Janssen working over Stefan. Stefan can't get out in front. Wrap around, stopped by Richter. Nedved still on, and now Richter decides to stop play. 9:23 to go in the second.
Richter's mad. Richter's mad at Buckberger. Remember it was Buckberger that ran into Richter when they scored the goal? And I still think that was an interference penalty. Richter's mad at him again.
So are you? No. Rangers win the face-off and come out. Mike York is hit by Yannick Tremblay, and Daryl Shannon takes the puck. Thrashers, with a goal in the first minute of the second period, have a 3-2 lead. Rangers trailed 2-0 in the first, came back to tie it on some fluky goals. Fleury across, drops it off for Graves. Graves throws it toward the net, score! Mike York on a beautiful pass from Adam Graves, and the Rangers have tied it again. It's 3-3.
The Rangers held their own blue line. and Atlanta could not get the puck deep. And when the Rangers held their blue line, they were able to move up ice. And you're right, that Adam Graves pass to York was just beautiful. And it was bullseye. You call it tape to tape. The tape of his stick blade to the tape of the blade. And there's the Rangers. See how they're holding their own blue line there? Now they're able to go back the other way. Graves stays wide and takes the pass from Fleury. He'll get an assist. And York got away from his man. I believe that was Emerson, was it? York just drove to the net. He's got a man right on him, but the man didn't get him. Yeah, Trombley, I'm not sure who it was. Fleury will get an assist, as will Graves.
Maybe Sparkbotted.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's a young centerman who's playing a lot because of the injury to Carlson. And with Carlson out, he's got to get more ice time.
Rangers move in again. Dave overskated the puck. McLean tied up by Brunette. So Mike York with his 17th goal to tie for the team lead. Most goals of any rookie in the NHL. What a terrific season Mike York is having.
Not many people talk about him for Rookie of the Year, but he deserves to be talked about. I mean, he's had a terrific run.
Kaminsky off the outlet from Dave to the net. He shoots, saved by Langkow.
Penalty he draws. What a pass by Daig. Beautiful pass by Alexander Daig. And Kaminsky, he just started to pull away and pull away. And the save was made. Kaminsky, I think, wants a penalty shot, but he did get the shot. He's been slashed. Maybe he wants a double minor, as it looks like he may have been clipped up on the face. Lambert just had some words with Pilon. Look at him pull away. He just pulls away. Now watch the stick slash. Oh, yeah. Baby. And the stick and blocker save by Langkow. Boy, that was some slash. As the tip of the blade goes into the face. Even it's a one-handed slash, but the blade went right up into Kaminsky's face. He stayed with the puck and made a pretty good play. And Langkow with a big-time save. Now the referee was over, Sam. Just watching it, he's saying the stick hit your lower body and went up. That's why we're not giving you a double minor, but it's a single minor, I believe.
The scoring on the tying goal was York, his 17th from Graves and Fleury at 11:05. You see Kaminsky cut on the nose.
Should be a double minor. He's been cut. The guy came across with a stick. He's responsible.
Even though the stick bounced off the arm and into the...
It was in the act. It was Buzek, the youngster, gets a slashing penalty. It should be a double minor.
Slashing at 11:50, and the Rangers go on the power play. 1 for 3 with 5 shots for the Rangers on the power play. They send out Nedved, Dvorak and Hlavich, Schneider and Hatcher. Nedved won the draw. Penalty killers are Murphy, Galanov, Emerson, and Garpenlov for Atlanta. 8 minutes to go in the second, tied at 3. Hlavich down the boards. Murphy to the puck, Nedved on him. Gave it away to Dvorak, he missed it. And it's cleared by Emerson.
Yeah, Emerson's a good penalty killer. Got a good shift. 3 of the Thrashers changed. Only Garpenlov stays on the ice.
And he takes out Schneider, but Hatcher comes over to play the puck. Out for Nedved. Pass blocked by Buchberger. Langkow steers it to Trombley. Trombley on the backhand. It was deflected, but recovered by Sparkbotted, who cleared it out. Schneider trying to get it back. Hatcher's got it.
How aggressive this penalty killing unit is. Man, are they aggressive.
Hlavich moves in. Turns away from Buchberger, finds Schneider. Buchberger out to him.
Now the Rangers set up, and they're not so aggressive.
Nedved fires stick aside by Langkow.
He was trying to hit Hatcher. That time Langkow made a good play with his goal stick. Hatcher moved to the net from the blue line.
Last time Nedved fired from the corner, went in off the goaltender for a power play goal. Offside.
Good call. Hlavich a little bit early. So the Rangers will change their power play unit with 53 seconds to go to the Thrashers rookie defenseman Buzek, or young defenseman. And we'll see how, again, you saw the diamond formation last night by the Devils. You got the same formation here because the Rangers play one man up high. There's Hatcher moving in, and the pass never got to him. Well, Stefan earlier, remember we mentioned that he got hit and went to the bench? He got sandwiched here. It wasn't even hard, it didn't look like, did it? But he got clipped to his jaw or lower lip or something. And he didn't miss a shift, though. He came back.
Garpenlov takes the puck away, moves in short-handed. Shot deflected by Quintal. Quintal and Janssen on now with York, Fleury, and Graves. With 40 seconds to go on the Rangers' power play. Fleury still looking for his first power play goal of the season. York plays it into the corner. Graves and Murphy.
He's a playmaker this year.
You're right.
He's got a lot of mistakes. Leads the team.
He's among the leaders in the league. Quintal's got the puck now. Janssen out to him. Emerson. York Graves goes for the puck. Waiting. Gets it back to York. 15 seconds in the power play. York looks towards the net. Plays it to Fleury. Here he comes. Save off the right arm. Maybe the blocker.
Good setup. Good play by the Rangers. They rotated their power play.
Jorgen Janssen forced back by Emerson. Power play is over. York couldn't get out in front. Now Fleury. Team's at full strength. Fleury looking. Feeds York. York shoots. Deflected. Saved by Langkow. Fleury dropped it off for York as the Rangers cycle.
It's even play, but
here comes York to the net. Couldn't get a shot off.
I was gonna say the Thrashers are tired. They've been in their zone a long time. That's why it almost felt like the power play continued.
York banged his stick on the ice. He thought he had a big chance. He made a strong move to the net, but it got away from him. 5:45 to go.
Let's watch the Rangers. Mike York. Oh, baby, he got corralled from behind. He had the goaltender down. York trying to score 2 goals in a row. He has the last one, 17 on the season. There's a shot that was deflected into the goaltender. Fleury and York worked the corner. And that line's had a pretty good second period here. Here's Fleury. He went up high with a shot that was stopped by Lankow's blocker. Yes. Theo's trying to work on having an assistant-filled season.
Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. We all make a difference. Schneider, Nedved, and York, the goal scorers for the Rangers. Daig and Svartvadet.
Yeah, Daig got clipped right in the kisser. He goes to the bench now. I think he's got to fix his visor. And his both centermen are thrown out. Watch I don't know what exactly happened, but all of a sudden, oh yeah, he got nailed pretty good.
Hello.
Yeah.
Shannon for Atlanta. Plays it toward the net. Off the end board. Bounces off the side of the net. Lefebvre's got it. Off the glass and out of the zone. Rangers have never let penalty. Bad penalty. Daryl Shannon took down McLean.
I think Shannon picked him off. It was interference or obstruction, tripping, whatever you want to call it. But McLean really knew that there was a good chance to go down easy and draw a power play. I think he was picked off. And what I'm saying is I'm coming out with that word again. He embellished the play. See McLean. He's picked off and went down. But he was picked off. It's the proper call. Just watch it right in here. What do you think? It was a right call.
It was the right call.
He embellished the play.
Yep.
And it was Lefebvre who had moved the puck out of the Rangers zone. So they go right back on the power play.
It was definitely obstruction. Yeah. And that's what the referees are there to call.
You know, and McLean he's a complete pro, this guy. He knows when to read situations and what to do with it. And he made sure that the referee saw that he was interfered with.
There's another power play, but the Thrashers clear. Rangers 1 for 4 on the power play of the game. Shannon for obstruction, tripping at 14:37. Hatcher, Schneider, Nedved, Dvorak, and Hlavich for the power play.
This penalty kill really pressures until the Rangers set up. They pressure.
Murphy, Galanov, Garpenlov, and Emerson, the penalty-killing unit.
Now the Rangers set up, and it settles down.
Nedved looking. Dvorak in the slot. Hlavich has got it. Hlavich reverses to Dvorak. Back to Hlavich. His pass off the skate. Dvorak taken down. It's going to be a two-man Rangers advantage. Nedved to Schneider. Gave it up to the Thrashers. Two-man advantage with 1:15 remaining on the first penalty.
Obstruction holding. So Shannon and Murphy, 2 veteran defensemen in the box. And right now Kurt Fraser's going, oh baby, talking to George Kingston. So Murphy ends up taking the penalty. Both obstruction calls on the defenseman. In behind is Hlavich with the puck. Now Murphy's number 5. You'll watch him move across there, pick his man off, and then just pull him down to the ice. You got to make the call. That was Dvorak who drew the power play. Murphy just reached out with one arm and hauled him down to the ice. Puts the referee in a bad spot. The referee's got to make the call there. He just yanked him down to the ice. So 5-on-3, Sam, for a good period of time. $1.15 left. 1 minute 15 seconds left on the Shannon minor. So big chance for the Rangers. Will Fleury get his first power play goal? That's the question.
We will get the answer. Now, why do you bring this money into this? $1.15 left in the...
It's $1.85 Canadian.
Oh, okay. 5-on-3 advantage for the Rangers. Fleury, Graves, Kamensky, Schneider, and Hatcher. Hatcher's got the puck. Garpenlov, Tamer, and Tremblay for the Thrashers. Fleury to Kamensky. Graves is in front. The shot saved by Lankow. Kamensky taken away by Tremblay. Fleury pokes it back to Kamensky. Now to Fleury. Out to Schneider for the shot. Deflected wide by Tamer. Kamensky to Fleury. To Schneider. Fleury back to Schneider. Now to Fleury, out to him, Tremblay.
They're working on one side of the ice.
Kamensky behind the net. Poked at, taken away by Tamer. Double teamed by Graves. Good effort by Tamer.
Oh, great effort by Tamer.
And Fleury finally gets it back. He's got an open man, Schneider. Now to Hatcher. He's checked by Garpenlov. 25 seconds in the two-man advantage. Schneider shoots wide.
Penalty killers have to be getting tired.
Here's Fleury. Now Hatcher. Hatcher moving to Fleury. Down low, Kamensky. He's forced back by Tremblay. 12 seconds in the two-man advantage. Out in front for Graves. Blocked by Tremblay. Fleury's got it. 8 seconds in the two-man. Schneider shoots. Saved by Lankow. Hatcher's got the puck. And now it's a one-man advantage. Out of the box comes Shannon. It's a 5-on-4. Feed to Hatcher off his stick. And it's cleared by Tamer.
What a job. What a job. Boy, oh boy. Garpenlov, Tamer, and Tremblay. Those three did some job. The Rangers really only had one shot.
Nedved moving. 28 seconds left in the power play advantage. Galanov stopped Hlavich. Fleury around to Nedved. Poked away by Buchberger. He cross-checks Nedved. It's taken back by Hlavich. Out to Quintal. Now Hlavich. Looking. He's got room for the big drive. Save. Lankow, no rebound.
As the lane opened up, Lankow comes up big. He wasn't sure where the puck was. It was trapped between his arm and his leg. He looked around, but he did have it squeezed. Well, the Rangers see a power play slip away. 13 seconds actually left on the Murphy penalty. Hlavich will eventually get the shot here as he takes the puck. Now watch the seam just open up. And Sam, he's got a rocket. And there you can see the puck is trapped. Fleury can't get it. The goaltender was looking around wondering if the puck had dropped away. Tamer here did a great job. He's got Kamensky on him. He's got Graves there, and he just kept going. Eventually, he lost the puck. But Tremblay and Tamer were the defensemen, Garpenlov the forward, and what a job they did. Rangers had one big shot from the point on that 5-on-3, and that was it. What a job on the penalty kill.
Rangers win the faceoff. Quintal's got the puck. Final seconds of the power play. Pass to Hlavich, moved up the boards, and cleared by Emerson. Buchberger races for it. Buchberger against Quintal. Back pass to Emerson. Shot it wide.
Emerson has been missing the net here in the second.
Team's back at full strength. Rangers 1 for 6 on the power play. Failed in a big two-man advantage.
They're 0 for 6 last night.
Nedved tied up. Dvorak to Hlavich, shot it wide. Janssen plays it for Nedved. Buchberger all over him. Nedved couldn't get to the puck. Tamer moves it. 3-3 the score with 2:10 to go in the second period. Rangers have never led in this game. Thrashers led 2-0 at one point. Giveaway by Lankow. Hlavich, nice stick handling. Gets it back. Hlavich makes the move on Shannon. Out to Nedved. Shot deflected. Goes into the crowd and play stops.
Getting very impressed with Hlavich and his ability to handle the puck in traffic and come out with the puck. It's like having a scrum with 3 or 4 players, and all of a sudden he's in there stick handling, and then all of a sudden he darts out of this scrum and he's got the puck.
Yeah.
It's like he's in a phone booth with a bunch of people and it just slides out the front door.
He had a couple of games where he didn't play well at all, but he's gotten his game back together.
He got nailed a couple of times too on this shift. There he knocks the puck down from Lankow. See how he squirts around? He got away from 2 players, moved the puck to the point. Look how he moves around Shannon, who's a good defenseman. Moves it back to the open man, which was Nedved, and eventually the puck in the stands. But he's really gotten some confidence going here. Wow.
Face-off win. Lefebvre's shot went off a leg, comes out to Schneider, ahead to McLean. Toward the net, kicked away by Lankow, went off his defenseman. Lankow alert, grabs it with a glove, went off Galanov,
yeah, number 33.
Right back at him.
The former Ranger property, Maxim Galanov, who's changed a little, huh? When we first met him, he'd just come over from Europe and he didn't know how to talk to people, he didn't know the language. Now he's a happy-go-lucky, big smiley kid.
Always talk to me, John.
You are lower than wine sentiment, I'll tell you. Here's the puck going off of Lankow, but right off his goalie. An alert save. Good alert save by Lankow. Mind you, you have conversations with the tires on the bus, the telephone poles, you know.
Okomi moves for nothing.
You and the TV.
Galadov moves in on Lefebvre, who blocks the pass. Recovered by Murphy. And a 25 to go in the second. Rangers have rallied to tie. Lefebvre didn't get much on the pass. Ferraro fell down, couldn't play it. McLean, cross ice Kamensky. Moving in on Yannick Tremblay, waits, plays it to McLean off his skate. Carol Shannon drives it around, it was blocked by Daig. Daig trying to get it out in front. Shannon took it back in, it's put in, Valerie Kamensky! The puck squirted into the crease, Kamensky on top of it. And puts it in. The Rangers lead for the first time, 4-3.
Goal number 6 for Kamensky. Shannon tried to blast the puck around behind the net, and Alexander Daig was there and knocked it down. And then it didn't take long for the puck to be moved in front, and the goal scored by Kamensky. Daig near the net. Now he's got to get in behind and read the play. There's where he knocked it down. He takes a good little look, has to battle to get it back, and as he was down, I think Sammy chipped the puck forward. So Shannon has a tough shift here. Kamensky moves the puck. You see it's deep. Now here's where Shannon blasts it. Daig stops it. Now he's got to get it back. Shannon's there. Watch him on the way down, flip it in front. Bang, there's Kamensky. The puck kind of ricocheted off 2 or 3 skates and everything to get to the front of the net. Watch Daig with the effort here. He'll end up down, yet he still shovels it in front. And quickly there's Kamensky as he scores, and the Rangers lead late. So they've had 2 goals in the last minute of a period. The first period and the second period.
Good effort by Daig behind the net, and then Kamensky quick, darting into the crease to get to the puck.
Oh, he is quick. Look at that stick blade. Look at that stick blade. It's bent back like a 9-iron or a pitching wedge. I always got to think about golf when it's in early February.
Oh, it was a nice day. We could have played some golf today.
60 degrees. Salvacina chickened out. But he's got a very different stick, and he's got to be able to accept passes on the backhand side of that blade because he plays the off wing so much. But he does, and he plays well, and the Rangers now have a lead.
Rangers leading for the first time.
It's strange how you can have a 5-on-3, 2 power plays in a row, and they just didn't score. And then all of a sudden, even strength, Daig makes a good play, and bang, they're up ahead.
That little extra effort, John, means so much.
Daig has to play with extra effort, Sam, or otherwise he's not going to play.
Svartvadet lost control, has it back, 20 seconds to go in the period. Kamensky with his 6th. McLean given an assist, but Daig is also getting an assist at 18:57.
See that the clock there winding down, 10 seconds, 9. They do not here on this clock in this building have the tenths of seconds, and most buildings do. So you see the time winding down, and the Rangers have the lead, 4-3 after 2. Wow, it's been some game.
So Valerie Kamensky has given the Rangers the lead with 1:03 remaining in the second period. They scored a late goal in the first when Nedved tied it at 19:34. The Thrashers took a 3-2 lead in the opening minute of the second period, and then the Rangers coming back on the goals by Mike York and Valerie Kamensky and have a 4-3 lead.
Remember the injury in the first period as Pilon moves around the net and hits Andreas Karlsson.
Yes.
Oh, did he shoulder him? Well, Andreas Karlsson has a grade 3 shoulder separation. He'll be out in the neighborhood of 3 weeks. So that hurts this club, losing a centerman for 3 weeks and also losing him early in this game. Clean hit, but a shoulder injury.
Good second period for the Rangers. They have a 4-3 lead. Deb Kaufman's coming back with Peter Nedved after these messages.
New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by MCS Cannon, keeping people in business, by Propecia, talk to your doctor today, and by Sharp Electronics Corporation. From sharp minds come sharp products.
Again, the Rangers score in the final minute of a period, and they have a lead now on the Thrashers. It's been a long night, but finally a lead. It's 4-3 Rangers. Deb Kaufman back inside our studios now with Peter Nedved, who's exhausted not only because of the back-to-back games. I know you mentioned that when you sat down. I'm giving that away. But this was end-to-end action. I mean, this was nonstop.
Well, it's a fun game. Unfortunately, we get down to nothing, but we were able to come back and we get the last-minute goal, and hopefully we can build on the last goal and play well in the third.
And their goalie, Scott Lenko, has definitely, don't you think, gotten better as the game's gone along?
No question about that. He made some big saves, and we had the power play in 5-on-3, and he did make key saves for them. But as I said, we were able to score with a minute left, so we're happy about that.
Now, we talked to Atlanta in the last intermission, and they definitely thought that when Radek's skate hit the glass and it stopped play for about 10 minutes, it kind of switched the momentum. They had the 2-0 lead, and then you guys come back and get 2 goals. Did you think it helped you?
Well, I guess it did, but at that time I thought that it's going to play onto their hands because I think we're more of a skating team, and anytime you have a long stop like that, it's and you're sitting around, you kind of lose the momentum. Although they were up and they were going, so I guess it helped us. But at that time, I thought that it's going to maybe help them to play more trap and kind of sit on the lead 2-0.
The third Atlanta goal was a controversial one, and you don't always see Richter. I mean, he jumped up, he threw off his mask, he was protesting right away. You don't see him do that unless he really feels like he has a point, and then you guys really got him off the hook. You got 2 more goals.
Yeah, it was. I guess there was interference in the goal crease, and the referees, there was a big thing that they're gonna be disallowing the goals anytime somebody bumps the goalie in the crease, and we kind of felt that's what happened. But the goals stand, and you have to play the game, and we were able to come back.
Last question. You guys put such a high premium on the Devils game last night. You didn't get the win. Were you a little sluggish to start the game? Have you put that behind you?
Well, anytime you play a game like against New Jersey and you play back-to-back games, and nothing taking away from them. They have a good hockey team, and they beat the top teams in the National Hockey League, but still, obviously, we were so excited last night, and obviously we were disappointed with the outcome, and we were a little sluggish in the beginning of this game, and we were able to come back though.
Okay, our thanks to Peter Nedved for joining us at the intermission. He's off to Florida for the All-Star break, but we're not divulging any other of his travel plans. He's going to take a couple days off and relax on the beach. When we come back, we're straight back to Manhattan and Leila Spatani for a Metro break.
Sam Rosen, John Davidson, Deb Kaufman back in Atlanta. Second period scoring summary is brought to you by Payne Weber. Thank you, Payne Weber, for the advice. Nelson Emerson at 26 seconds of the second period. His second goal of the game gave the Thrashers a 3-2 lead. York tied it at 11:05 with his 17th. Kamensky broke the tie. Daig will also get an assist. That'll be added momentarily. Shots are even through 2 periods. Rangers 1 for 6 on the power play. Wasted a minute 15-second 2-man advantage. Atlanta 1 for 3 on the power play in the game. We'll step out for these messages and come back with highlights. Don't go away. We are back. Our Sharp Intermission report continues with Sprint PCS highlights. And it was Atlanta grabbing the lead early in the period, John. First minute.
Off the face-off, Buchberger backs into Richter. Richter didn't have much of a chance. And you see Emerson driving to the net, and he's able to score. You see Buchberger backing up. All of a sudden, there was Richter. A collision. The goal was allowed to stand.
And Richter didn't like it at all. Watch him go after Buchberger here, John.
He's had enough. Kelly Buchberger driving to the net. He's having a few words with him right there, then got up and headed over in that direction. And a linesman did a good job of breaking it up.
But then the Rangers mounted their comeback.
Well, they needed to get something going here, and you'll see the puck be moved across by Fleury. He'll get his 35th assist on this play. Graves then will move it to the net. And oh, did York ever move to the net? That was some gorgeous play. And the Rangers were back in it. Here's Kamensky working the puck deep. Shannon blasts the puck, and there's Daig. Daig will go down, but he makes the effort to shovel it in front. And there was Kamensky, and he was able to score. And the Rangers, for the first time, have a lead.
And that goal now reads Kamensky is 6th from McLean and Daig at 18:57.
You know, only Victor Kozlov, Mark Recchi, and Jaromir Jagr have more assists than Theo Fleury.
Yeah.
That was going into tonight's action. Fleury has 35. Kozlov of Florida 36, and he's in the All-Star game. Recchi has 43, and Jagr has 43 going into tonight's action. So that tells you Fleury hasn't scored a whole lot, especially on the power play, but he certainly is setting up plays.
Yeah. Thrashers have started fast in each of the first 2 periods. Let's see what happens here as we start the third. Rangers go with York, Fleury, and Graves, Lefebvre, and Schneider. Graves against Shannon. Shannon with Tremblay on defense, double teamed by York and Graves. Poked loose. Fleury goes to the puck. Yannick Tremblay on him. Buckberger, Stefan, and Emerson up front for the Thrashers. York turns, shot to the short side was stopped by Lankow. Shannon whips it around the glass, and all the way out it goes. Matthew Schneider back to get it. Rangers resume after the All-Star break Tuesday night at Madison Square Garden against the New Jersey Devils. Back-to-back games against the Devils Wednesday night at the Meadowlands. Dvorak. Nedved, quick shot, saved by Lankow, and Lankow's got the puck. So the Rangers have a good
quick.
shift.
Yeah, the first two periods, the Thrashers started quick and the Rangers finished strong. The Rangers have the best start they've had at any of the three periods here in the third. And Lankow made the save. Buzek, the young defenseman, did a good job stopping Halavich, pardon me, from getting to the rebound.
Our matchups are brought to you by the New York Marriott Marquis, Broadway's biggest hit. Take a look at a couple of the forwards. Mike York with a goal and a +2 in the game. Nelson Emerson has 2 goals and a +2 in the game.
So remember that the Thrashers are down a centerman. Carlson injured a shoulder in the first period. He's done for a while, maybe 3 weeks. And the Rangers have all players back to the third period.
Lord Murphy plays it up the boards and out of the zone, recovered by Nedved. Galanov. The Rangers zone, Hatcher comes over to play it. And when the Rangers come back from the All-Star break, long shot by Galanov, saved by Richter, long rebound. There is an outside chance that Brian Leetch could be back. He has started to handle the puck. He has started to shoot the puck. He will practice with the team when they return on Monday afternoon to begin practice.
So they play
we'll see.
Tuesday night, next Tuesday, at home to New Jersey. And the following night, they go into New Jersey. And then Friday night, which is the 11th, they play Boston at home. My guess is it could be the Boston game.
Okay. Now, the upcoming schedule is brought to you by Dodge. Tuesday night on MSG, Wednesday night on Fox Sports Net. Mike Emmerich and Chico Resch, along with Matt Lachlan and Stan Fischler, will bring you that one. ESPN has exclusive coverage on the game against Boston on Friday night. That shot blocked.
So we're going to miss 2 in a row?
I guess so, John.
Oh.
Shot by Kamensky, missed the net.
Can I file a complaint now?
Yes, you can.
2 in a row.
Hey, you must call your friend the commissioner and speak with him directly. Quintal. Kamensky across, broken up by Buzek, and played by Janssen in center. Quintal off the boards. Buzek broke it up the line. Denny Lambert through to Andrew Brunette. Brunette in against Janssen. Slides it in front. Richter steers it away. Charging for the net is Lambert. That shot kicked away by Richter. Here's Daryl Shannon. Blocked in front. Did not get through. Janssen blocked it. Kamensky swings it out of the zone, and Shannon goes back to get it.
The Rangers just mentally having a hard time in this game. Atlanta's playing well and hard for an expansion team. I think the Rangers are fortunate they're not playing a team that's towards the top of the standings.
Yeah, you're right.
But they've got to find a way to get 2 points out of this thing because of the playoff race. And you saw how Boston won tonight. They beat Toronto at home. Toronto hasn't played well. They were lucky to beat Tampa Bay the other night, and they shouldn't have.
Boston has 54 points right now. Right now, the Rangers have 54 points. Buffalo won tonight, and they have 50 points.
You know, the Boston the other night got a point up in Ottawa and a tie. And then they come home and play Toronto and beat them. So there's looks like maybe, just maybe, they're starting to get a little bit better.
And Pittsburgh is up 4-0 on the Islanders, and they'll have 55 points after tonight. Let's see what happened here. That's Denny Lambert. They both played Ottawa. Got him on the hand, I think, John.
And Quintal was skating across, and he got Lambert across the side of the head with his thigh. It was a double whammy for Denny Lambert.
Off the face-off, puck put up into the crowd, stops play. We are 2:44 into the third period, and the Rangers with a 4-3 lead. The former Buffalo defenseman Daryl Shannon wears the A here in Atlanta. The first-year team has done a nice job. They've drawn well. The fans have been into it. It's a beautiful new building here in Atlanta. They've done a good job.
Oh, this is Summit Center, where they played the Super Bowls across the street.
Shot by Shannon, tipped wide by Stefan over the top. That was a nice play. Ward got it back to Tremblay. Here's Ed Ward shooting wide, missed the net. One of the Rangers without a stick. It's Matthew Schneider. York able to skate the puck out to center. Took a hit from Ward. but back in the Rangers zone. Schneider couldn't get to the bench to get a new stick. Lefebvre moves the puck.
It's an icing call against
all right.
the Thrashers.
It's a break for the Rangers.
And Ward and Schneider with a little shove at one another. Ward played in Calgary. I'm not sure, but did Stefan get clipped up again? He almost scored as the puck was moved diagonally from the point across to the front of the net. Those aren't his real teeth, by the way. It's the mouth guard he wears to protect himself. The team says they're trying to be protective of him, to have him develop slowly. Even though he's had 1 year of pro in the International League, he's on the far side in front. Oh, there's a stick that came up along the back of his head. He maybe overreacted a little bit, but he certainly felt the stick up there.
And clunked him.
Yeah, he got clunked. He stays on the ice. They've been pretty good this line with Buchberger on one side and Emerson on the other.
Out to the line, Hatcher works it down the boards. And we're seeing Patrick Stefan play. The first pick overall. How about next year when Vancouver gets the Sedin twins who were picked so high?
They're sure hoping that they'll play well, but don't expect miracles, Sam. It takes 2, 3, 4, 5 years for the players. You think of Joe Thornton in Boston. How about the Cavalier in Tampa Bay? It doesn't happen immediately.
Dvorak for Nedved. Nedved moves deep against Murphy. Slides it back. Pilon shoots. It's blocked, and it trickled wide of the net. Hlavik out in front, was broken up by Galanov.
And Pilon looking for his first goal this season.
Nedved, Galanov all over him. Hatcher wrists it toward the net. It was knocked down by Murphy and gloved by Lankow.
Chief almost got his first one. Pilon has the nickname of Chief. The shot was taken, and it never did get through, I don't think. Lankow doing some stretching now during the stoppage. He's got a tattoo there with some writing there. I asked Pilon, I think it's on the back of his shoulder. What's that? He says, it's Chief. My nickname's Chief. Oh, it hit Dvorak. Yeah, that might have been on the way to the net. Hlavik. He'll move across. Look for the puck. Oh, baby. He had an open side and missed it.
Face-off win. Quintal's shot went off the skate wide of the net. Garpenlov clears the zone. Garpenlov sends it in. Quintal takes over. Able to clear the zone. Tamer has it back. A little over 4 minutes gone by in the third. One-handed in by Daig. Offside was whistled on the Rangers. Always want to remind our fans of the great new Powerade Power Play Kids Club, as the Rangers and Powerade have teamed up. As a member, you can look forward to a bunch of fun stuff. An invitation to a Rangers practice at Madison Square Garden, a Rangers keychain, 4 issues of the official Kids Club newsletter, and a Rangers growth chart or beanbag bear. For information on the all-new Rangers Power Play Kids Club, call 201-784-9600 during business hours or visit NewYorkRangers.com. You can do that, young man.
Ranger fans, they're big kids.
Janssen, McLean touch pass over to Kamensky. McLean was upended. Puck taken away by Garpenlov. And Buzek is there to play it. Tamer, oh, stolen away. In comes Daig. He shoots, he scores!
Oh, baby.
Alexander Daig. Kamensky forced the turnover, and Daig capitalizes, and the Rangers have a 5-3 lead.
You know, the Daig, Kamensky, McLean connection have worked pretty good, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Daig, did he bury this shot? Wow. Daig and the Rangers are in a defensive posture. Daig forces the pass across. Kamensky picks off Tamer, and there's Daig finding the puck. Kamensky did a great job to stay on side, too. See, Buzek's on the puck. He fans a little bit, and he forces the puck across because of Daig. And there's Kamensky staying on side, and there's the shot. Did he snap that one? It looked like a goal scorer on that play. There's Kamensky. He was down on the play, got back up, got into the play, and he moves across here on Tamer, and boom, there's the turnover. And Daig looked, and took his time.
Tell the fans your conversation with Daig today on the way over
every
to the
once in
rink.
a while you talk to players, and they talk about goal scoring or goaltending or whatever. And Daig had a lot of chances last night, but he panicked every time he got the puck. He was rushing everything, Sam. Good goal scorers evaluate the situation, read the play, then finish it. That time, Daig went in there, read the opening on the side, took his time, and then snapped it. You can't rush plays. It won't work at this level. You can't panic when you get into a position where you have a chance to. You can't panic. You got to slow it down and make it work for you.
Daig gets his 6th from Kamensky at 4:39. So Kamensky and Daig have now had a hand in the last 2 goals that have given the Rangers the 2-goal lead. Daig's effort behind the net set up Kamensky for the goal to make it 4-3, and now it's Daig capitalizing on the turnover to make it 5-3.
Kamensky had been knocked down, and he got back up and into play, and Tamer didn't see him, and bang. And Kamensky did a good job to stay on side, and there's Daig reading the stick side, and he snapped it. Boy, he snapped that one.
Graves pushing the puck ahead, has it back, hooked down, nothing called on the play. He was hooked by Darryl Shannon, and the puck cleared out. Stefan hooked by York to slow him down. Hatcher. So the Rangers have now scored the last 3 goals in the game. York tied it. Kamensky and Daig put the Rangers out in front by 2. York shot gloved by Scott Langkow.
Speaking of goaltending, Damian Rhodes was selected in the expansion draft out of Ottawa, Sam, and he had a bad ankle. He's a pretty good goaltender. Bad ankle. He worked hard on rehab. As he was doing it, he blew his left knee and had a scope to fix the knee. But he can't, he's not, and there's Norm Miracle, who's the backup. Rhodes can't figure out what is wrong with his right ankle. He went and saw a specialist the other day, and they just can't get it going. He can't get back and get healthy. So this team is having some problems with its goaltending, getting consistent goaltending, and they were counting heavily on Damian Rhodes to be their starter, and because of the injury, he can't play, period.
Miracle has been inconsistent. He'll play 1 good one and 1 bad one, and he's played a couple of bad ones against the Rangers. So
he was good last night, though. Yeah, he was good in Dallas in a 2-1 loss, and it was a fluke shorthanded goal. At least that's what we read about. I didn't see it. That Carbonneau was given credit for.
With the history that Miracle has had this season against the Rangers, they went with Langkow, and Rangers have beaten him for 5. Rangers have scored 21 goals in 4 games against the Thrashers. 5-3, Rangers leading, 13:45 to go in the 3rd. Stefan knocked away by Quintal, driven in by Murphy. Ed Ward to the puck. Janssen blocks his pass. Janssen against Ward and Buckberger. Puck taken away by Hlavik. Nedved lost sight of it. Stefan has it. Buckberger moves in. Ward to the net. Pass back. Tamer didn't see it coming. Rangers head the other way. Nedved being hooked by Stefan breaks the way. And the outlet to Buckberger. Behind the back pass to Ed Ward. His shot stopped by Richter, and he covers the puck.
Let me correct myself. The Damian Rhodes was selected in a trade for future considerations by Atlanta, not the expansion draft.
Off the face-off, Rangers control. Kamensky forced back by Ed Ward. Snyder. Snyder to Lefebvre. And it's deflected into the Thrashers bench by Svartvadet. And play stops, 12:44 to go. Per Svartvadet, rookie from Sweden.
More of a winger than center, yet he's been playing center in this game.
Are you a fan? Each game on behalf of Pro Player Sports Apparel, we choose a fan in the stands that represents the spirit of the NHL. Pro Player Sports Apparel. Are you a fan? Lots of Ranger fans down here. Behind the net. Put out in front for Daig. Shot it over the top. Good effort behind the net by Kamensky.
And good effort in front of the net by John McLean.
And the Rangers still in the zone offside. Attendance 16,347. Short of a sellout, but a pretty good crowd nonetheless.
The Rangers getting Brian Leetch back will really help. With this type of team that he has now, with a lot of speed and more offense and creative plays, I think he's going to fit in beautifully. There's Kamensky behind the net. You'll see John McLean get to the front of the net, and then Daig gets the puck and just missed the top corner.
Don't forget, when Leetch went down with the injury, Dvorak was not on the team yet.
So I know.
There's been a changeover.
Well, they didn't have 3 lines that could score over the last couple of years. So for John Muckler, they'll be able to be pretty creative. Brian will be well rested, as they say.
Rangers with a 5-3 lead. Rangers.
Hear that music?
Yes.
It's the Bare Naked Ladies, and they're going to be singing the national anthem at the All-Star game. Just thought I'd let you know.
And where are they from, John?
Oh, around Toronto. Okay. What was it last year? The Backstreet Boys?
Yes.
The Bare Naked Ladies.
Brunette's pass intercepted by Knuble. Taylor Knuble and Lacroix on for the Rangers. Pilon against Brunette. Hatcher looks around. The big decision, the tough decision John Muckler faces is who to sit down on the Rangers defense when Brian Leetch returns. Hatcher. Offside.
I thought you were going to say whoever's going to sing the anthem in next year's All-Star game in Denver. Yeah, it will be a decision, and I think, you never know what happens with your lineup. Somebody could be nicked up by then, but if everybody's healthy, it will be tough. The three pairs the Rangers use have been together for a long time now. Janssen playing with Quintel, Hatcher and Pilon as a pair, Lefebvre and Schneider as a pair.
They play pretty well.
Yeah. But you start getting into the part of the season where somebody may need a rest, or if you have a lot of games in a short period, you may rest somebody depending on what style the opposition play. You never know.
Murphy back for the puck. 11.5 minutes to go in the third. Rangers leading 5-3 after trailing 2-0 and 3-2. Galanov centers, block almost tipped into the net by Kim Janssen, and Richter covers up.
And the Rangers scored 5 of the last 6 goals then after being down 2-0 early. The Rangers in the month of January scored 3.60 goals a game. Only New Jersey scored more at 3.64. That was for the entire month. So, the Rangers' goal scoring has picked up dramatically, especially when you start thinking of their last 2 seasons going into this one. And the Rangers trying to play smart hockey now. The puck is chipped in front. Richter took away the short side. Eventually, the puck was jarred loose, I think, by Garpenlov, but forces the face-off. Remember, this team has scored a face-off goal in the game. Actually, 2 if you think of one of the power play goals.
Standoff in the circle. Puck loose and finally played by Matt Johnson. Then he got pulled down by Janssen, and Janssen will go. There we go, that Johnson and Janssen bit.
Janssen and Johnson. Sounds like Blazing Saddles again.
Janssen goes.
John Muckler doesn't like this one.
Doesn't agree.
Let's watch 17. Matt Johnson is going to draw the penalty. He tries to pull away, and he's being held up by Kim Janssen. There's a stick through the legs and the tug of the jersey. Pulled him down. Penalty. Yeah. He pulled him down, and we have the luxury of the replay, and Kim Janssen's in the box.
So now the Thrashers get a chance to cut into the Rangers lead. 11-12 to go. Plenty of time.
Thrashers 1 for 3, right, in the game, and that was the goal scored by Ray Ferraro on a rebound of a point shot from Yannick Tremblay, number 38.
For the power play, Galanov and Murphy, Ferraro, Emerson, and Brunette. Rangers penalty killers, Schneider and Lefebvre, Taylor and McLean. Ferraro whips it around the boards. Emerson is there, comes through to Murphy. Gord Murphy plays it to Emerson with room, tees it up and shoots. Glove saved by Richter. Beautiful save.
And who was standing in front? Number 15, Brunette, who he got his 19th goal last night. Most of his goals are scored around the net. Remember Steve Vickers playing for the Rangers? His nickname was 3.5. He scored all his goals 3.5 feet away from the goal line. So we used to call him 3.5. And you're going to see the shot there by Emerson. And there was Brunette being tied up a little bit looking for the rebound. Brunette's there, number 15, right near Richter. He's got the stick loose, and then Schneider will pick him up a little bit. And 2 players in front, but the wrist shot was a little high. And Richter made a nice save. Nelson Emerson with that shot. Oh, there was a lot on that one. Emerson's played a lot of the points during his career for the power play.
Murphy. Emerson along the boards. Lefebvre went out at him. Down to Ferraro. Now to Emerson. Back pass to Murphy. Steps into it. Went off of Taylor into the corner. Ferraro centers. Comes through to Galanov. Out to him, McLean toward the net. Andrew Brunette feeds Emerson. Out to Murphy. With the shot saved by Richter, and again no rebound with 2 men around him.
Number 21 was on number 21, Ferraro and Schneider, and as the shot was taken from the blue line by Murphy, Ray Ferraro shoved Schneider forwards, in other words away from the net. That opened up some ice for him. It's a smart veteran type play. You're going to see Schneider in front and Ferraro's behind him. Now there's Ferraro, right? I think that's him. Yeah, now watch him come in behind Schneider and give him a shove. Right there. Knocks him off balance, and if there had been a rebound, you know Ray Ferraro was right there and may have had a great chance to score. Richter didn't allow the rebound. That's a veteran move.
Ray is one of those tricky guys, very bright player who's hung in a long time.
Good guy, too, huh? He loved playing in L.A. Just loved it.
Face-off win by Ferraro. Murphy, wrist shot, saved by Richter, and again no rebound with Andrew Brunette there.
3 shots from back at the blue line on this power play, and Richter's held on to all 3.
John, is that by design? Is he thinking, I've got a guy in front of me,
that's how they scored the goal.
Stop it.
They have a power play goal that Ferraro scored on a rebound, and it was a wrist shot from Yannick Tremblay. Same type play, only now Richter has taken 3 shots on this power play from the circle or above, or back, like from here, and he's held on to every one of them. If he doesn't hold on, there's people in front for rebounds. Yeah, it's becoming kind of a standard power play in the league now.
Ferraro won another face-off.
Wrist shots from back far and people in front.
Rangers have Fleury and Graves on with Pilon and Hatcher. Ferraro holding. Brunette's in the corner. Galanov snuck in from the point. Wrist shot wide by Murphy.
Yeah, that was a shot, more of a pass even, towards Brunette, who couldn't get to the puck.
Hatcher cleared it. 40 seconds to go on the power play for Atlanta. 9:50 to go in the third. Rangers leading 5-3. Murphy dumps it in. Off the corner boards, Lefebvre beaten to it by Brunette, but he gave it away to Schneider. Schneider turns and fires out. Langkow tips it over to Peter Buzek. Buzek and Yannick Tremblay on now for Atlanta. Tremblay around off the corner glass, comes out to Lefebvre and just drives it into the crowd. Didn't want to do that.
If Lefebvre saw Nedved, and Lefebvre's doing his job here, they're shorthanded. He just wants the puck out of the zone. There's 13 seconds to go on the Atlanta power play. But if he saw Nedved on the other side, I think it was Halavich over there, either he or Dvorak, one or the other. They would have had a 2-on-1. This takes one weird bounce off the glass and the stanchion comes back. And there's the puck being blasted out. See Nedved there? He was wide open. On the other side was Dvorak, and that would have been a 2-on-1. And it is Dvorak, not Halavich. Halavich doesn't kill penalties much. Dvorak does.
Nedved setting up for the face-off, talking to Matthew Schneider. Patrick Stefan has come on for Atlanta.
On the plane last night with all the Czech players on the Rangers. Now he's saying to Neil Smith, it's a training camp in Prague. I looked up and said, that's a long trip.
What did you say, Niet?
No,
Across the line comes Nedved. Backhander deflected by Stefan. Power play is over.
This is training camp in Palm Springs.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You see, I like your way of thinking. Now, Prague is a nice city.
Oh, it is.
Not for
gorgeous.
Not for training camp.
You should see the architecture and stuff in Prague. That's a gorgeous city. And the crystal. Beautiful crystal. The Czech Republic.
Atlanta 1 for 4 on the power play in the game. Rangers lead 5-3 with 8:45 to go in the third. Buckberger. Janssen gets over. Buckberger toward the net. Intercepted by Quintal.
Off the bench. He and Janssen got off the bench and did a good job.
Halavich takes the Nedved pass. Spins. Lost the puck. Gets out of the zone. Tremblay. That's Garpenlov. He's checked by Janssen. Took him hard to the boards. Tremblay fires in front with off the stick of Richter. Taken out by Dvorak. He's one-on-one with Tamer. Dvorak with speed. Couldn't cut to the net. Good job by Tamer to stay with him. Back the LA Thrashers. Patrick Stefan moving in. Feeds Buckberger for the shot. Save. Rebounds loose. Tucked underneath Richter by Kim Janssen.
Nice pass by Stefan. The young kid moved down the middle. Drew 2 players to him. Set up Buckberger, and Richter was there again. And we're talking about Stefan. Look how there's Janssen playing a body beautifully. Wow. Up above, you have live action. And there you can see Dvorak trying to move in on Tamer, who played it pretty well.
Just under 8 minutes to go in the third. Ferraro with a shot saved by Richter. Good shot, good save.
Tamer took the draw, Sam, and then went to the bench for a change. Rangers trying to protect that 2-goal lead.
Brunette working against Hatcher. Ferraro takes over the pass through Emerson to Tremblay. Wristed wide of the net off the stick of Kamensky. Kamensky fires it around the boards, and McLean can't clear. Cannon plays it across. Pilon, checked by Brunette. Ferraro moves it to Emerson. This line's been good. Oh, yeah. All night. Ferraro got upended by McLean. Puck loose behind the net. Pilon's got some room to play. And Pilon lifts it out of the zone. Across the line, Day winds up and shoots high. And around the boards it goes. Missed the net. Andrew Brunette fires in, steered into the corner by Richter. Played deep by Tremblay, but Schneider is there for the Rangers. Rangers with 5 different goal scorers in the game. Matthew Schneider started it with a blue line shot that went through Scott Langkow. Peter Nedved scored, then Mike York, Valery Kamensky, and Alexander Day. Schneider's pass is tipped, bounces down. Lacroix tried to play it ahead, taken away by Svartbadet, and the Rangers have it back. Schneider and Lefebvre. Knubel dumps it in. And Murphy is back. Avoids Lacroix. And it's fired. Good effort by Taylor. Tricky play by Taylor, able to fire it on goal.
Tried to bank it in, huh?
Yeah.
From the bad angle. If not, maybe get a rebound with the puck going in front of the net.
And the Rangers have had one bad angle goal in this game.
So the Rangers using Taylor for those defensive draws late in the game with a 2-goal lead. Interesting talking to him. He always knows what's going on in Boston with the Bruins.
Yes, he does.
Where he played last year. This is Tamer keeping Dvorak to the outside. I think Tamer skated real well in this game. He used to, of course, play with the Rangers. Now watch Stefan take the puck here, draw both D to him. Right there. And then he dumped the puck off to allow Buchberger the shot. And Richter, with some help from Janssen, able to hang on. That's Stefan. They tell me he's a real good, they call it a disher of the puck. He dishes it off. Sets up plays, has good vision. When you draw 2 people to you, that means somebody's open.
Kim Janssen plays it to Quintal, poked away from him by Svartbadet. Jason Botterill behind the net. York on him, and Janssen moves it. Graves able to clear the zone. Under 6 minutes to go in the third. Richter blocks the puck behind the net, looks around, plays it to Janssen, tries to reverse. York back to help out.
Well, Mike York's for first-year players. For a first-year player, he's got a lot of moxie. He always knows how to help people out. He's scoring his share, but he helps his defense out a lot.
Very responsible.
Yeah.
Fans reacted when Quintal fell down. Here comes York the other way. Save made by Langkow. And now it's cleared out of the zone. Here's Graves. Heads across. Dropped it off to York. Tied up. Fleury pokes it ahead. It's down by Patrick Stefan. Lambert. Fleury on the forecheck. Here's Darryl Shannon. Nedved has come on. Nice pass up the middle to Lambert. Long shot wide of the net. Karpinov to the puck. Pilon checks in. Karpinov comes out in front. Tipped away with Buzek cutting in. Dvorak made a good play. And he breaks down. Dvorak to the net. Save! And a penalty upcoming on the Thrashers.
And Dvorak made the play in a Rangers zone as the defenseman moved in. Dvorak picked off the puck and then he headed up ice. Dvorak wants a penalty shot, but he did get the shot on goal, so the penalty shot's waved off. It will be a power play for the Rangers. Look at Dvorak. He's always got the smile going. Here's the play where the puck was moved to him and he just took off. And I mean, took off. Wow. Good save, but he was tripped up as he took the shot, so the Rangers have a power play.
They're 1 for 6. And they also wasted a 2-man advantage for 1:15 in the second period. Tremblay for tripping at 15-14.
This Atlanta club takes chances, looking for shorthanded goals, especially when Buchberger's out there.
Nedved trying to get it through to Hatcher, who was blocked. Here they come the other way. Pass intended for Emerson. Emerson against Nedved. Up back to Schneider. Schneider, Hatcher, Nedved, Palavich, and Dvorak for the power play. Atlanta has Stefan on now with Svartbadet. Played toward the net, score! Jan Palavich! It's a power play goal! And the Rangers lead 6-3.
With 4:04 to go in the third.
And the last 2 games have ended 6-3 between these 2 teams. Rangers like that number against Atlanta. Beauty.
It's a nice goal. It really is. The Rangers on the puck move up the ice. They're on the power play. 2 penalty killers drawn up high. Now the puck's put in front of just a one-handed chip of the puck There's Halavich. Watch him go to the net and see if he has two hands on his stick. I don't think so. One. He had to reach for it, so he just shoveled the puck. Great pass in front. See, you watch here as Dvorak has the puck. It's going to be two Thrashers go to him. Two. So somebody's open, right?
Yes.
Puck was moved down. You know, the Rangers D were heading back. They thought the puck was coming out of the zone. Hatcher and Schneider were moving back. I don't even think they saw the puck go in.
That
nice
line,
pass by Nedved. Wow.
That line has meshed beautifully. The three checks, the checkmates produce another goal. Halavich gets the goal. Nedved and Dvorak will get the assists, and the Rangers, with their second power play goal of the game, lead at 6-3. They have scored the last 4 goals in the game. They trailed 2-0 and 3-2, and now lead 6-3. And got a whistle for the two-line pass. They'll bring it back. 3:22 to go. And in center ice, Quintal separated from Ward and Johnson.
He went over to Ward because I think Ward knocked down Kim Johnson, who was Quintal's defense partner.
Halavich got his 10th from Nedved and Dvorak at 15:56.
Take a look at it then. That's Dvorak on the puck. As he stops, stop it there, guys, if you can. The 2 men on him. Now the defensemen here, watch them turn around, think about going that way, because they think the puck's turned over. Look at them, they're going that way. Now stop it again. Now Halavich reads the play, as does Nedved. And the defensemen are still outside the zone, and Halavich able to score.
They're going, nice job, guys.
Celebrating from center ice.
John, we talk about the youngsters that have contributed. York has 17 goals rookie season. Halavich now has 10 goals in his rookie season.
You know, for the Rangers, if you look at their season, they've climbed back into the playoff race. They're winning some games, they're scoring goals, and they're developing young players. I think Neil Smith should be given credit for getting the young players into the organization, and John Muckler credit because those young players are playing pretty well under him as head coach. And I know Manny's not in the lineup, but Manny's he's the youngest of them all. He's got a long way to go.
He's got a bright future ahead of him.
He's a great kid.
And right now there's not a spot for him.
And the coaches care about him.
Yes, they do. Dumped in by Taylor. Under 3 minutes to go. Lambert wrapped up to Newell. And Lambert comes away with a puck.
Well, the coaching staff, especially the assistants, have really worked with Halavich and Dvorak in their shots. I think there's a
touch with a high stick.
High stick, but they've worked on Dvorak and Halavich's shot. Now they're scoring.
We are on Metro Guide, but we want to alert you on MSG Network, the MSG Sports Desk at 10:30 with a complete wrap-up in the day of sports with scores and highlights and everything you need to know.
Now, I wonder if on Sports Desk, if they'll maybe have Joe Murphy looking for his skates and sticks in the Boston Harbor.
Could be.
You never know.
If you didn't hear that story, Joe Murphy was suspended by the Boston Bruins today for insubordination and conduct detrimental to the team.
That's a shame.
You don't like to see that happen.
Coach is the boss.
Yeah.
Simple arithmetic. Pat Burns is a good coach.
Offside Atlanta.
Obviously, the Joe Murphy Boston Bruins relationship not working well.
Yeah.
So 2:23 to go here in the third. For the Rangers, they come back and practice on
Monday afternoon. Not before 2 o'clock.
Now, let me ask you this question. Kurt Fraser, coach of the Miners, did a pretty good job.
Very good job.
You come as a young coach, first kick at the NHL level, and you're not winning as an expansion team. How tough is it?
It's hard on him, but you know what? He's good with the players, and he reminds them that every game is a new challenge. Forget the last game, or going on to the next game and try to win that game. That's been his approach. Sometimes for him, it's tough, and you got a guy like George Kingston who's really helped him out, as has Jay Leach, his 2 assistants.
George Kingston.
Steele, York, turns, holds, waits, shoots wide. Oh!
Looked up top.
Yeah.
He can't believe he missed. Man.
Showed a lot of patience, waited, and had the opening, but missed. Under 2 minutes to go. Rangers 6-3, and this is an important comeback for the Rangers. Garfilov's shot is blocked by Hatcher. They needed 2 points out of this game desperately, and they're about to get them.
Time winds down. We'll have the official break for the All-Star game on Sunday, and let's wish Mike Richter well.
Yes.
He'll be playing in the game representing the Rangers
with Curtis Joseph and Martin Brodeur
on the North American team.
In the corner, the giveaway, Patrick Stefan. Stefan around the net, throws it in front, blocked. Good play by Quintal. Stefan missed again. Quintal moves it away. And it's poked out of the zone. Recovered by Patrick Stefan. Nedved takes it away. Got hit by Denny Lambert. And Lambert just whacked Nedved. He's all over him. Lambert just targeted Nedved. He slashed him. He punched him. Nedved went back at him a little bit, but this was Lambert from what I could tell, John.
Well, he leads the NHL in penalty minutes this season. He's one of only 4 players to have 200 or more penalty minutes in each of the past 3 seasons. The others, Rob Ray in Buffalo, Paul Laws, a real tough guy playing in Florida, and Donald Brashear, who now plays in Vancouver. So for Denny Lambert, yeah, he gets his share of penalty minutes. Look at it. See how this thing starts. Over along the boards, reverse angle look at it. Nedved took the puck away from Stefan. Lambert didn't like the fact that Peter Nedved stuck up for himself when he was about to be nailed. So Lambert got mad because Lambert went down. He was the hitter and he ended up going down. Watch Nedved turn around. Here comes Lambert. Nedved got the elbow up. Oh, he gave him a forearm across the chin.
Okay.
That's why Lambert's mad. There's the slash and Nedved went right back at him. Lambert with a swat. He's a tough guy. He is very tough.
He's always played it tough.
No, Nedved had he got the forearm right into the face of Lambert, and that's why Lambert got mad. If I was Peter Nedved, and it's 6-3 with a minute to go, and you're about to get hit by Denny Lambert, I'd put my forearm right in his kisser too. That's exactly what I'd do. And if it wasn't the forearm, it'd be a Sherwood sandwich. Or whatever that stick is. What does he use? I don't know what he uses. Yofa, Sam. Not Jofa, Yofa.
All right.
Be a Yofa sandwich.
Coming up next, 7th on 6th. John, this is for you. Coverage of the Fashion Week tonight through February 13th, only on Metro Guide.
I'm really Joe Fashion.
I saw you shopping today in the men's shop. Lambert for slashing at 18:59. Another Rangers power play is 2 for 7. 8 shots. Nedved and Halavich have the power play goals. And the Rangers put out Taylor, Knubel, and Lacroix to finish on the power play in the final minute of the game. Back comes Tim Janssen. Ed Ward after him. Janssen almost lost it, has it back. 25 seconds to go. It'll be a clean sweep for the Rangers of the 4-game series with the Atlanta Thrashers this season. 4-1, 6-3, 6-3, and 6-3.
Shots 29 apiece here, Sam, in the last few seconds. And goaltending a huge difference in this game. Richter was very solid. Lankow had a tough evening.
Kamer moves in and shoots. Save by Richter.
An example of it right there. And Mike is in a groove, isn't he?
And that's it.
What time's the game on Sunday?
2:30. They drop the puck in Toronto. Enjoy the All-Star game. Alexander Daig with a goal and an assist. A good comeback game for him. Mike Richter's 18th win of the season. And an important win for the New York Rangers, who needed to come out with 2 points. They do. They remain in the number 7 spot in the Eastern Conference with 56 points.
And after the break, the Rangers have 2 games with the New Jersey Devils, and that'll be a fun way to come out of the All-Star break. The standings updated. The Rangers with 29 games left move up to 56 points.
Above them, Washington also winners tonight. They have 59 points. Boston 54, Pittsburgh 53. Pittsburgh will go to 55 because they are about to beat the Islanders. They're leading 4-2 late in that game.
The race is on. Wow. And don't count out Montreal. They won tonight 2-1 in Tampa Bay. Montreal's goals against is climbing up towards the top of the league. They're not scoring many, but they're not giving up any. And they're back in a race a little bit.
A good win for the Rangers. 6-3 is the final in Atlanta. Comeback win. We'll be right back with a post-game wrap-up. Back at Phillips Arena in Atlanta, where the Rangers have swept the season series with a come-from-behind 6-3 win. Our marquee player of the game is brought to you by the New York Marriott Marquis, Broadway's biggest hit. And we give it to Alexander Daig with a goal and an assist. And he's in the studio with Deb Kaufman right now. Deb?
Thank you, Sam. Here he is, the player of the game. We talked about it before the game. You mentioned you were so glad that you were playing back-to-back, a chance to get right back on the ice after an off night against the Devils, and you were able to finish. You got a goal in a big game tonight.
Yeah, well, actually, I got a couple of chances I should buried before that. But, no, it's a big goal. I felt good, and I had to score on that one because I think I was quitting hockey.
If you wouldn't have scored. Now, before the game, you talked to John Muckler. You didn't get a lot of ice time in the third period of the Devils game last night. What did the two of you talk about, and how did it affect your performance tonight?
Well, actually, I didn't talk to him. He talked to me, which is no good. Once a one-way meeting, you don't want those. But, you know, I respond well. You know, he told me to go to the net and shoot, you know, stop playing on pyramid and try to pass. Shoot, take your chances. And I finally worked well tonight.
All right. Much to your credit and the Rangers' credit, you did not let up. You had a 5-3 lead, and you get the 6th goal. You had a couple of insurance goals. Let's take a look at it. Take us through it if you remember it. The 5th goal.
The 5th goal? Well, actually, is that the 5th goal?
Well, Joe Whalen's saying yes. We're going with it.
Okay, well, the guy, actually, the defenseman didn't see Val when he made that pass across. Number 4 didn't see Val, so I ended up on my skate. Val almost hurt himself. Tried to stay on side there. Back horn. He stretched, and I was by myself, so I took advantage of it.
So we're at the All-Star break now, and a good chance to maybe look back and reflect. This team just a couple of months ago was really at rock bottom. A bunch of new guys. It wasn't working. Brian Leach goes down, and it looked like it might get even worse. And instead, you guys really came together. You've had a terrific 6 or 8 week stretch, and now you go into the break on the right side of the playoff picture.
Right. Well, we had some big games. You know, Atlanta, we got to win those games. Atlanta, Nashville, New York Islanders. You know, there's a team we got to win if we want to go up in the standing. And we went on the road and play against St. Louis, and we played tremendous. I think they didn't get a shot in the first period, so we played well defensively. We changed our style of play too, more offensive. We got a lot of offensive guys. We got to take advantage of that. And Peter Nedved was on fire. Peter and John McLean scored some big goals for us. So I'm just there and taking advantage of the player hot on my line, so which is good. I like that. Love it.
And adding Radek Dvorak has made a big difference, and the speed factor has become a real big presence for the Rangers.
Well, it seemed that when you're Czech, you want to play with a Czech guy, so should apply that to the French. But no, it seemed as those 3 guys, you know, they got a lot of talent, a lot of speed, and they create a lot of stuff offensively. So, and it clicked. You know, Dvorak was a scorer. Was not utilized a lot in Florida, but now he's got a big chance to play with Peter as an all-star. He's a great player. And Levack's in the beginning of the season, he's playing well. So it's good. Good combination. Good 3-0.
And you're going to go home now and practice every day during the All-Star break between now and Monday?
Of course, I'm practicing my wrist shot. I feel good about it, so I can go rest now.
All right, our thanks to Alexander Daigle, who also apparently is going to Florida to relax on the beach, but has not told us where he's going. Let's go back upstairs to Sam.
Thanks so much, Deb. And our thanks to Alexander Daigle as the Rangers defeat the Atlanta Thrashers 6-3. Back with more of our postgame wrap-up in a moment.